I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man.
And now, your mama knows.
29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What are you, fucking nuts? You thought...
Subscribe to the most epic channel on YouTube for live streams every week. Daily videos. Subscribe. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon. Well, guys, it is Christmas time. Oh wait, it's not Christmas time. My bad. Oh guys, check out my Godzilla hoodie. Dope. I got this like I think a year ago, but I barely ever wear it. But guys, it's that time. Let me know if we got sound issues. I hit a button. Nope, sound good. I hit a button that said Cascade the screen, and it was like doubling up. It was weird. So anyway, but guys, I am here, the Cowboy King of Entertainment. We're back, and today is kind of cool. See, I am a big fan of the Game of the Year awards, and today they did the nominees. And here's the thing, I was so busy, I have no clue who's even nominated. Yeah. All I heard was Starfield wasn't nominated, and some people was like, damn, the streak continues. So now this is another year in a row where Xbox has never, guys, let me say this again. It's not console wars or anything. Let me move my Godzilla over here. But do you know that the statistics is that Xbox has never had one game not even nominated for Game of the Year award? That is crazy. Now, here's what's cool. Microsoft acquired so many studios. Next year, something I would like to think Well, maybe not next year because well, anyway. So long story short, guys, I have cats. I have no clue what the games are that was nominated. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to get off work on time. That didn't happen today, but that's called overtime. So I wanted to get off and look at the list with you guys and let's chat about it. Let's discuss the list, right? But I also wanted to vote live. That's right. The Cowboy King of Entertainment is going to vote live, and it's gonna be epic. You know why? You know why? I know you know why, or you're gonna get punched in the face if you don't. You know what? You're gonna get punched in the face just because. Guys, it's gonna be epic for one reason and one reason only. Say it with me. Cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And with that being said, and now your mama knows. All right. So now that we got that out the way, I just want to let you guys know if you're new to the channel, I do everything. Just go to the homepage, you'll see it all. Reviews, podcasts, live shows, gaming, you name it, it's on this channel. So with that being said, I'm gonna grab a chair. I hope you guys grab a chair, and we're gonna get into this thing, man. So I know I'm gonna have some people want to come over here and disrupt me, like my man F-Cat. I know he's like, yo, hold up, wait. F-Cat, bro, before we get into all this crazy news that I know you like to get into, I need to see what games was nominated. I don't even know. So before we do that, let me say what's up to you guys. Obi is in the building. So Obi, you get one of these for being first. Yeah, what up, all the chat? Big shout out to the one and only Cowboy. You left off the King of Entertainment. So what's up, bro? Hope all is well, broski. Yeah, Obi, and you see I was at the gym. Hot Pockets. Hey, what are you doing here? This ain't a Wednesday. So let's get this shindig. Hello, everyone, and especially Cowboy. I appreciate you giving me something to look forward to every week, brother. Hey, man, I'm trying, bro. I just love to laugh, joke, and have fun with everybody. So I hope what entertains me kind of entertain you guys. And if not, it's all good. But you get one of these, too. My man, Devlin. Yo, Ron is in the building. He said, whose game is it? Ron Slusher's game. Ron, we got to come up with something. You need 3 things, bro. You need 3 things. You get one of those. Oh, hold up. Let's do it like this. Ron Slusher's game. Oh, maybe I got to do that for myself. Who game is it? Cowboy, King of Entertainment. All right, whatever. We'll figure something out. Obi said, oh, you can hear me. Thank you. Yeah, I was wondering. So Xbox has had a nominee, but a lot of people don't like to include them. Technically, Deathloop, Psychonauts are no, that don't count. Reason why that don't count is the thing is Xbox games, right? That was developed by Xbox, right? And that would be an Xbox. Well, I guess technically they don't need to be exclusive, but those games, trust me, bro, we've been talking about this for years. Those games were not Xbox exclusives when they was developed, so that doesn't count. They haven't had any exclusive. Oh yeah, well there you go. Yeah, Xbox games in general, yes. Yo, what's up, TPG? Oh wait, hold up. First of all, we gotta give Maker one of these. TPG. Oh, my bad. Darn it, man. I can't get it right with TPG. All right, I just did my voting. Drop that link if you want to hear. Yeah, definitely. We definitely want to hear. Purple's in the building. I'm here, but we'll need to hop on a call. We'll be here later, though. Oh, that's cool. Purple, hold up. Woo! This heater, man, it's hot. Let me turn this thing off. I think because I'm jumping all around, I might have to take this off. But let me see. Guys, it was only 25 degrees where we're at today. Our TPG. Yeah, that works. That works. Hold up. Let's do this. TPG. Yeah. All right. Let me see. Give me 15 and I can hop on. All right. So first things first, before you guys come on and try to ruin my life, because I know what's coming. Everybody going to jump on. Y'all going to be all excited and talking about all this stuff. I need, okay, to pull up the Game of the Year awards. So Game of the Year awards. So they actually sent me an email. Let's see. Yeah, I want to actually Game of the Year awards. Okay, here we go. All right, so guys, let me go grab my glasses. Oh, wait, guys. I updated the trailer. So the question is, I hope you guys got a chance. Who in here didn't see the new trailer? Because I put a bunch of people in it. So I'm curious if you guys seen the trailer. Let me go grab my glasses. But while I'm grabbing the glasses, why don't you guys check this out? Because a bunch of you guys are in it.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy! Oh, man!
And now your mama knows.
Bruce! Unleash the baby god dragon! Let's go, guys. Come on, that was epic. Yo, I just see my man Murder. Hold up, I gotta get Murder in there. Yo, TBG, you made the cut, baby. Redfall got nominated for not a bad game of the year. Yo, he's wilding. Here we go, another delusional fanboy BS. Hit the like button. All right, guys. So this is what I want to do. I didn't get a chance to do this, and TPG, this is your first year knowing. Well, you didn't get cut out, bro. You know I got my man Obi. I like your part because you're like 5 minutes. But no, you're definitely in there, man. I do gotta add a man. Well, you know what? I guess I didn't think of you Murder because you only been on here a few times. But I feel bad because we play wrestling all the time, but you don't usually come on these things all the time. But anyway, I say that to say this. TPG, you must not know because that's what the cowboy do. I like to do this stuff and I like to do it live. That's why I put live. And yeah, I will be going through all of the categories. So subscribe. I always subscribe. I'm already subscribed. So oh wait, I need to sign in. Hold up. I don't need y'all seeing my my password or nothing like that. Let me sign in. I'm like, what are they talking about? Let me see. All right, so to vote, save your progress. The Game of the Year can track your vote-in badges and give you access to special features. Let me see. Sign in for the mailing list. We take, yeah, well, how the hell can I sign in with X? Oh, I guess I got to sign in with, I usually sign in with Facebook for like everything. So let's see. Okay, maybe not, because all I'm getting is a blank screen. Oh, okay, it's coming up. Okay, previously logged in. All right, am I signed in or what? Did it work? No. What the hell, man? All right, hold on, guys. All right, what about Gmail? Okay. Signing in with my Gmail. Connected. There we go. Damn it. It still says Stadia Avengers. You know, I guess it's always going to live on through my Gmail, even though I try to change it. All right. So, guys, here we go. Guys, I am going to vote. So this isn't your guys voting. This is me voting, okay? So I'm going to vote every category. Now, I'm going to let you guys jump in. We can laugh, joke, talk, but I'm going to try not to have y'all sway my opinions, and I'm going to do my own voting. So you need to do your own voting, okay? So I'm doing my voting. But let me get a chance to look at it. So Alan Wake actually made Game of the Year. Yo, I was just talking to Rune about that, and look at that, right? Baldur's Gate made Game of the Year. No surprise. Marvel Spider-Man 2 made Game of the Year. No surprise. I'm kind of shocked Resident Evil 4 remake made it. And I don't like how they just put Resident 4. It's not Resident Evil 4. It's Resident Evil 4 remake. But Super Mario Brothers Wonder is on there. I didn't think that was going to be on there. Now, I personally think what's going to win is Zelda. So I thought Zelda would be on there. But now I got to look at this list. So let me look at this list and vote without you guys trying to sway me. You know what? Maybe I should go through El Mal and come back. Maybe that's what I might do. I'll come back to this. All right, so view all categories. Wow, look at this beautiful list. All right, so I'm going to let you guys in. We're going to chat. As we're chatting, I'm going to be voting. So let me let you guys all in. Let me look at let's see. So I saw my ugly mug. I got you in there, bro, at the very end, you know? Let me see. I am the LA Knight of the podcast. Fact. Bro, dude, Hitbox Rose. Yeah, yo, hit. And everybody's saying, who game is this? Hitbox Rose. Yeah, yo, that works. That works. FCAT can't be Randy Orton. I'm coming for that Xbox tax. Yeah, I gotta explain the Xbox tax to me. I don't understand it. Like I said, delusional. Wait, how Xbox not have a nominee? Ugh. Xbox dumb for giving up Alan Wake. Oh yeah, I guess they could have had that, right? I told you Wonder would be. You did say it. You did say it. What are the nominees? Let me see. Hi-Fi Rush gonna get more awards than Starfield. Yo, you know what's crazy? I thought Hi-Fi Rush would have made the list because last year Stray made the list. You know, I thought it'd have been, you know, one of those indie games with a, you know, but guess not. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys join. Guys, I know today of all days, you guys can't. It's gonna be hard for you not to console war today. But yo, just calm down, bro. Don't take this from me. I like Game of the Year awards. I just want to like talk about the different nominees. Let's go through them. We did it last year. Let's do it again. Now, I will be throwing you guys out like my man from the Fresh Prince. All right. Who actually used to do? Was it Uncle Phil throwing people out or Jeffrey? I don't know. But I'm going to be throwing you out. I'm not going to deal with this nonsense. Look at Josie in the background. Josie isn't going to, she looks like a kangaroo. She's not going to deal with this nonsense today, all right? So I'm going to let y'all in. But I don't want to have to go on and on with y'all crying over your favorite game didn't make it or this game didn't make it. That's not my problem. Hold up. My issue is, how do my toolbar, there you go, my toolbar settings. How do I take lock toolbar off? Yeah, there we go. All right. Come on, I need to get rid of my toolbar. It's not moving. It's in my way. I don't want to be. All right, so lock the toolbar on. Oh, whoops, let me turn it off. Automatically hide toolbar in desktop mode. Oh, maybe, is that what I want? Automatically hide the taskbar in tablet mode. Use small. Maybe it's this. Let's see. God damn it. All right, anyway. I don't like having it in my way. Automatically hide the taskbar in desktop mode. I got it on. Let me see. Just all of a sudden popped up. Show taskbar on all displays. No. Okay, there we go. Took it off. All right, whatever. I don't know. All right, anyway, so I'm gonna let you guys in. It's blocking my where I wanna write. All right. So anyway, to join the show. I can't see it. I'm assuming. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this little bar is driving me crazy. All right, guys. To join the show, click on that link. See, my man Dodge Man is in the building. Dodge Man, what's up, man? I'm gonna pin it to the top, and I should start a poll and ask you guys who do we think's gonna win. So hold up, let's look at the nominees for Game of the Year again. Guys, look, we got the nominees for Game of the Year. All right, so I could only make 4 options. So let's try to take off 2 options. Oh, let me have a dog out. I can't stand when she just walks back here. Then she ready to go. Then she barks. Come out of here. Drive me crazy, man. This dog. All right. So, guys, if I could take 2 games off this list, y'all just help me out. What 2 games would I take off this list? I'm going to definitely say Resident Evil. For sure. All right. All right, hold on. Here, I'll let you in while I figure this out. All right, so coming in live is none other than that PlayStation Gamer. Yo, hey, help me out, man. If I could take 2 games off this list. Oh, y'all coming in red hot, huh?
Yeah, if you're allowed 4, I think the obvious ones are gonna be Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom. I would say for balance sake, Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2.
Why are you just gonna make it easy and tell me the 2 to take off?
Okay, Resident Evil 4 and Mario Wonder.
You know what? I agree. But let's bring in none other than F the cat.
Randy Orton's here.
Yo.
What's up, Orton? All right, so let's do this poll. So start the poll.
Y'all do this. I have no stake in this. My game did not get nominated or anything.
Honestly, I thought Mario Wonder was gonna not get nominated.
Well, you like booty games, so.
Damn right. To be fair, I wasn't voting for Final Fantasy 16 either.
I wasn't. Listen.
Dude, me and you both agree on that. That game is not very good.
Nah, it's definitely not. Definitely not.
And trust me, in my video I recorded, I went on this whole tirade like how Final Fantasy 16 should not be called an RPG.
Damn. No, I could see it being an RPG, but it was just, you know what it is? The fact that they try to make it, they made it an action-oriented game. It's just weird because it's like you wouldn't want your you wouldn't want that type of game to feel like, you wouldn't want an action game to feel the way that game felt.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It was very weird. When I went through the whole thing live while I was recording, I was like, dude, some of these just don't make sense.
All right, so I got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Zelda. I don't know much about Alan Wake, but I feel bad to do that to Mario, but yeah, Mario got to go. All right, guys. So make sure you check out the poll. And now we did that.
Well, just so you know, I also have it pulled up on my end, so I can look it over and read.
Okay, cool. So yeah, TPG, last year I voted live. I put in my votes live, and people was on with me. They swayed some of my opinions, but they was giving good facts, and I was like, So yeah, what I want to do is start voting. Take off Spider-Man. Damn, Dodgeman said take off Spider-Man. I don't know. I gotta keep Spider-Man on there. Alan Wake and Resident Evil. Ooh, Alan Wake. See, I don't know much about Alan Wake, and I kind of feel like maybe
that's what makes this year so hard, though. Is like because there's so many good games out. It's like it wasn't like with 2020 where there was a clear critic winner.
Right. Well.
Yeah.
Well. So I almost feel like maybe I should take off Alan Wake. And it's not fair because I don't know much about the game, and I've never been a fan. It never had my interest. But I feel like I don't want to slight Mario, but let's be fair. When has Mario ever won Game of the Year? I can't remember. So
didn't it win Game of the Year when Odyssey came out? I'm not 100% sure about that.
I don't recall Mario ever won.
I don't think it did.
You guys
I
might
think
have
it
to
came out
fact
the
check
same
me.
year as Breath of the Wild. I think it did.
Damn, he said take off Baldur. I would definitely not take off Baldur's Gate. The
No,
buzz
no.
was too high for that game.
Dude, that game got basically nominated by reputation alone.
You know what's crazy? I thought Hogwarts.
It's a second-run Stadia PC game.
Damn. All right, let me not keep y'all guys forever. So I'm gonna start putting in my votes. We can still chill and talk. I'm gonna let you guys know what I'm gonna vote. If any of you guys want to sway me, be like, no, you can't do that.
My job ain't to sway you. My job's to correct you.
Fair enough. All right, so hold up. Maker of Chaos is coming in the building. Bring him in.
What's up?
Okay.
Maker, what's up, brother?
What's up, Maker?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Just chilling.
Okay.
My list would probably be similar. Like I would cut out those two that you guys picked. I haven't played Wonder, and I don't think Remake should be nominated for Game of the Year. That's
Definitely not. Definitely not. Yeah, that's.
I agree on that.
Yeah. Now it was a good game. I played and beat it. It was a good game, but it was very close to what the original was.
Yeah. Is this the first time?
They added a couple things, but it's not.
Is this the first time a remake been nominated for Game of the Year?
No, Resident Evil 2.
Well, no, Final Fantasy VII Remake got nominated when it came out.
I can understand Final Fantasy VII Remake because they completely overhauled like that game. It's a lot more to it than the original Final Fantasy VII.
That's my point, right? So if you
it doesn't follow the same story.
Yeah, if you switch it up a bit, but Resident Evil did a good job of following Resident Evil. Now, here's the weird thing. I'd rather them follow it, but I feel like I'm going to take away from Resident Evil being on this list because they followed it so heavy. So it's weird that I would rather them follow the source material. Like, that's why I didn't like Resident Evil 2 Remake as much because they deviated so much. They made a game based off the movie, and when I seen the movie before I played the game, I was like, they never had this in Resident Evil. Then eventually played the game, I was like, oh, they took it from that Resident Evil, because I was like, where the hell did that come from?
Yeah.
Anyways, let me read the comments before I get too far away from those guys. Let me see. Dodgeman says Spider-Man is amazing, but I think that Baldur's Gate will take it, man. It's a PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. It's got some pull. Well, it's not on Xbox and PC.
It's supposed to come to Xbox supposedly in December.
Not yet. Let me see. I can't say anything on Game of the Year since I haven't gotten the chance to play any of them. Not a problem.
Wow.
My Game of the Year is still Zelda, but I could definitely see Baldur's Gate taking it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you want to make everybody happy, just let Zelda get it, man. Do the right thing. So best esports event. 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Last.TV Paris Major 2023, EVO 2023, the International Data 2 Championships 2023, Valorant Championship 2020. So honestly, I don't connect with any of these.
Me neither.
Besides EVO, because I once went to Evo when it came to Connecticut, and I'm gonna go with Evo. Evo will get my my award. So what is all this?
Hi, Lily. It
Oh,
wants
you
to.
mean the burnt USB ports?
Huh?
Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah,
say?
apparently that was the thing happened at Evo.
Oh, okay.
Go
So I
back
guess
to home.
I went
Because
the
what
wrong
it wants you to do, it wants you to go from game of the year and then go your way down.
Really?
That's what
Yeah.
I do it that way?
that's what it did with me.
Okay, because I feel like you should go the other way. But okay, we'll do it. We'll do it
Yeah,
like that.
because it was like weird. It's like, well,
Uh,
this one's just right there.
I think you can start at the end, but I don't know if it might have issues.
Yeah, because
But you know what? I'll just keep backing out because I want to go. I want to let it build up and build up and build up. You know what I mean?
can we skip the esports stuff? Because I don't think anyone pays attention to this shit.
Okay, hold up. No, I'm not gonna skip anything. Yeah, look, I could go this way. TPG.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, best esports coach. So I'm not gonna read it. Christine, Danny, Jordan, Remy, and Jan. You know, last year I just kind of looked at who I thought had that energy or vibe or it was a cool look. He looks pretty silly right here. He just looked like he
I
should
like
be
the
working
one
at
in
the office.
suit.
This dude, I don't know what the hell he's doing. I'm going
I'll
for
go in the center.
Christine. She got her hands in the air, going crazy with it. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's do this real quick. Best esports team: Evil Genius, Fantic, Gaming Gladiators. I like the name. JD Gaming Team Vitality. I'm going with the Gaming Gladiators. Although Evil Genius is kind of cool, but nah, Gaming Gladiators gonna get my vote. See, I'm going through this.
He's pretty popular.
Are they?
Yeah, they've got several different gaming teams across multiple games.
So best esports athlete. So Lee, Matt, Max, Paco, Park, and Philip. You know what? I feel like my man Lee, he got that look on his face. Like he might just
Faker.
a dragon up.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's pretty popular.
He just gave me that vibe. I want to be on dude team. All right, best esports game. Ooh, Counter-Strike 2. Now hold up. Dota, what's the acronym is for what?
Defense of the Ancients.
Okay.
It's basically the same thing as League of Legends, only it's on Steam.
All right, well, League of Legends.
It basically, Dota existed before League of Legends, and then
Right.
League of Legends made a version of it.
I would pick either Counter-Strike 2, more than likely is going to win, or Valorant.
So PUBG, Mobile, and Valorant. Let me tell you a little story. My friend Bob, who passed away, man, we used to love PUBG Mobile. We used to rock hard on PUBG Mobile. And it used to be me, him, and my wife. We would grab our phones out, and he was in a nursing home. He couldn't walk. And we would just play for hours, man. I'm going with PUBG Mobile, which I doubt they'll win. But I'm going with them because PUBG Mobile have a special place in my heart. And my wife went to get McDonald's, and I'm curious, where the hell is she at?
McDonald's run.
Hold on real quick. Maybe she might need help. I'll be right back. I think she probably got all this stuff.
Personally, I voted for Valorant. That's because it's like the only one I'm familiar with. League of Legends.
I'd probably vote Counter-Strike 2, but that's just because it just came out.
Overwatch 2, even though they shut it down.
Wait, they actually shut down Overwatch 2? Or is that like...
The League.
The League.
It's Microsoft's buying everything, man. Now they have their own sports league, finally.
I was dying. I'm pretty sure that was planned ahead of time.
Yeah.
You know, you can't count on nobody these days. How about she's sitting in the driveway? She didn't even go yet. Like, what are you doing? She's talking to my daughter through text message, sitting in the car, and she was talking to my son. Anyway, all right, so
gotta love it. She was sitting in the driveway. It's like she hasn't even taken off yet.
I'm thinking like, she came back. And anyway, so content creator of the year. Wow. So first things first. This is the nonsense I'm talking about. How is Cowboy King of Entertainment? Who you ever see come on live screen and can spin kick? I mean, bro, what do I gotta do? Huh? What? TPG, you let me know. What do I have to throw? Do I have to beat my dog with my Christmas tree? Like, who else got a Christmas tree? Which content creator put up a Christmas tree in the month of November? None of them. Not PMG, not Iron Moose, not Quack. Who are these losers? You know what? This ain't, man.
This is all bullshit, right?
This is BS, bro. The nominees should have been me, TPG,
Dark.
that loser.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that like someone like Asmar Gold or Mudahar is not up there.
All right, let me see. Honestly,
I don't know who the fuck any of these people are. Like, Jesus Christ.
I know Iron Mouse and Cypher PK. That's it.
Iron Mouse.
I remember that one year. I think it was actually the first year they had this category. They gave it to Boogie. I was like,
I think Iron Mouse.
Only time I'm familiar with anyone they actually given it
So
to.
I'll say
Switches
this.
awards.
I'd rather see what the person looked like. So I'm definitely going with these three. Spreen is definitely out.
That looks like an old ass photo though.
Is this Quack Kitty? That's the name? Quack Kitty? Am I saying that right?
Kitty.
Quad City.
Quasi? Okay, anyway. And
Yeah,
how
Quasi.
do you say his name?
Who?
The dude on the end.
Sure.
Oh, Cypher PK.
Oh, Cypher PK.
Oh, okay, Cypher PK. You know what, man? This is content creator of the year. He looks too plain. Whoever that is doesn't even. You know what? We're going with Quack Saucity or whatever. There we go. But honestly, it should have been the Cowboy King of Entertainment. What do I got to be, the Cowboy King of Gaming? Is that what I have to do next? This is, man, you know what, yo, you can't spit in my face harder than they just spit in my face. I'm just saying. Hold on, wait, what happened? Okay. Guys, most anticipated game. It should be Grand Theft Auto.
I know, right? They're missing that one.
I think what they're doing is they have to go with a game that has a confirmed release date for next year.
So,
What?
no, I think you're right, though.
No.
Wait, Hades got
Star
I
Wars.
don't think Hades has a release
I don't
date.
even know why they put Star Wars because that got delayed.
Yeah, didn't it get an indefinite delay?
I don't
know.
Okay, so look. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I still didn't play the first one, but Final Fantasy Original, 7 Original, is my second favorite all-time RPG. Hades 2, I mean, I played a little bit of first Hades. I didn't like it, but I'm not saying it's a bad game. Like a Dragon, I never liked any of the Yakuzas. Star Wars Outlaws, I'm not a Star Wars guy. And Tekken 8 it is, because out of all these games, I would be buying Tekken 8 day one, the premiere crazy whatever bundle. And, you know, some people will get mad because I'm spending extra money on a video game. But Tekken 8 is going to get my vote. Let's go.
I voted for Yakuza just because that's actually supposedly it could be the last one of a Cosmic Hero.
Really?
Supposedly.
Okay. What you say, Maker?
For me, it's between Final Fantasy and Hades. I definitely would replace Like a Dragon and Tekken for probably some other games. Like put Hollow Knight up there, Hollow Knight Silk Song, or there's a couple I would say.
All right, guys, we got to go to the poll real quick, man.
I would say Star Wars.
Oh, I know you would say Star Wars. You was waiting for that game, man. I feel bad for you that it got delayed. But so which game should be Game of the Year out of Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, or Zelda? 12% says Alan Wake. 38% says Baldur's Gate 3. 38% says Spider-Man 2. And 12% says Zelda. Wow.
Jeez. That's a...
Okay. Wow.
It's the fact that they're
those who voted for
it's
Spider-Man
the exact same
are wrong, but you know.
numbers.
Yeah, I don't see Spider-Man winning. But I will say Spider-Man was great, though. I mean,
do you know that simple answer for me? It's the middle one, The Last of Us. Fuck the Mario movie.
This is hard. All right, best adaptation.
It's not that hard.
Yeah,
How is this hard? How does this hurt? There's only
I'm gonna
one
tell
choice,
you,
one
Gran
good choice
Turismo,
right there,
Gran
and that's
Turismo.
Last of Us.
Hold on, bro. Listen, Castlevania,
Okay, no, to be
Gran
fair,
Turismo, The Last of Us, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and Twisted Metal. So I'll say this. I was very let down by Twisted Metal. It was fun. It was good. I liked it, but I played every Twisted Metal. I beat every Twisted Metal. And I know a bunch of people are going to be like, yeah, but it was, no, you were playing it when you was a child. You didn't know. So the issue with Twisted Metal was it was too silly. It was too much comedy. And when I played Twisted Metal, I never got that side of Twisted Metal from playing it. I always felt like it was like Twilight Zone where like, oh, I'm going to rescue my wife. And then all of a sudden your wife kills you. And it's like, what? Like it was like I didn't get it being Twisted Metal ever being silly funny. So that bothered me. But it was good. Mario Brothers was really good. I'll be honest. I took my granddaughter, and if I didn't take my granddaughter, I would have felt like I should not be in this movie as an adult. I'm just saying. Let me just get through it, and I'm gonna let y'all speak. The Last of Us, I thought was amazing. I thought it was the best adaptation of a video game. They switched and deviated, but I felt the stuff they deviated on was actually worthwhile. It fit perfect, and they gave you context. And I just felt they did a great job. And it is actually, my number one best game I ever played. Not my favorite game. So Gran Turismo, I will have to say, and I got to bring up Rune, give him credit. I remember I didn't even watch the trailer. I seen the thumbnail of the trailer many times. I don't care. Don't play simulations. I sucked at the game, whatever. Rune said, bro, you got to watch the trailer. I said, it's Gran Turismo. He said, no, it looks good. Fine. Watch the trailer. I said, damn, I got to see this. Went to the movies, seen it. And here's what's crazy. I liked it so much. I was like, maybe I should see it again. And just yesterday when I went to the movies, my roommate was like, I said my roommate. Wow. My neighbor was like, my neighbor was like, oh, did you ever see Gran Turismo? Just yesterday. This is how funny. She said, did you ever see it again? I heard it came back out in the movies. I meant to tell you because you liked it so much. I was like, oh, wow. I mean, I liked it. And then on top of that, I ended up watching a half an hour documentary of the real guy. And then I watched that hour video of the real guy and the guy he played as him. So I was invested. I had no clue Castlevania came out. I'm assuming this is an anime or a cartoon.
Yeah, it came out recently.
Okay, I do love Castlevania, but I kind of don't watch cartoons or anime anymore. So that only leaves 2, but there can only be 1. Although I did like Gran Turismo a lot, like it was a flawless movie. I got super invested, but honestly, I'm just shocked that. And guys, let me back up a little bit. Maker and some people know this. I complained before the movie came out. Pedro Pascal doesn't look nothing like Joel. Whatever her name is, I forgot. Doesn't
Bella
look
Ramsey.
nothing like Ellie. This is some BS. How are they blind? And I'm not gonna lie. By halfway through, I was like, bro, I think he's my Joel. I really thought he did a great job. So I'm sorry it's long-winded, but I'm gonna say Last of Us. And yes, FCAT.
Right, that's the correct choice because I mean,
Yeah.
how do you make a movie out of a racing game? And The
They
Last
broke
of
it.
Well,
Us
it
pretty
wasn't so
much
much the game
broke.
itself.
Well,
No,
The
see,
Last of Us broke the pretty much bad video game adaptations
Okay, to be
to
fair,
this date.
I don't think that's something that's ever. If you're talking about bad video game adaptations, like live action ones, yeah, it did. But like adaptations as a whole, we've had good ones before The Last of Us. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is a great example of that. Like something that actually revised the
can we get-
I haven't
franchise.
seen
Can
that.
we get a live action?
Yeah, Cyberpunk Edge
I feel like animation.
There actually is a live action Cyberpunk movie on the works.
No, but that don't count. It's not out yet. I feel like animation doesn't count because it's still animation. Meaning, like I can make somebody fly into outer space and come back and blow up a planet, and it's animated. It'll look like it works. But to see it live action, and you look and be like, oh, I can see the CG, or where you could have more criticism. But FCAT, I will say this: the reason
What
why
about
Gran
Sonic?
Turismo was good is actually based off a true story. So the video game,
Basically, it's
Was
just a
the
tool.
Need for
yeah,
Speed
the
movie
movie was
good?
more no. The movie was more detailed because in real life, which I never knew this, they actually had a competition to see who could be the best Gran Turismo video game driver and make them into a real driver. So that alone, the fact that it was real, I'm like, that really happened. I didn't know it really happened, and that made it amazing. And the guy and here's what's cool: the guy who played as him did a great job. But then I found out the guy who was the stunt driver was the real guy. I was like, dude, the real guy got to be his own stunt. Dude, it I can't say nothing bad about it. It was great.
What about Uncharted?
Yeah, it was Sony
Or Mortal Kombat.
What, the
We
Mortal
don't
Kombat
talk.
movie?
We don't talk about Uncharted or Mortal Kombat.
What about Mortal Kombat movie? The original Mortal Kombat was actually really good.
No. Here's the problem with the Mortal Kombat
The recent
movie.
Mortal
I'm gonna say one
Kombat?
thing, Baker, and I'm gonna shoot one hole through it, and you got to take it off the list. One, and this is all I gotta say. And if you didn't see it, I'm sorry. The main character of the movie name was Cole, and he is not a character in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, not the new one, the original one. The original one with Liu Kang and Johnny Cage.
I got one hole for that. The original one had no blood, and Mortal Kombat was synonymous for the most violent game ever, and it had no blood. So both of them, yeah, they can't go down in history as best adaptation. They had great action. Listen, I give it the stories, but they both had one big flaw that you just can't escape.
Yeah, but they're great adaptations, though. I would say.
They're not great adaptations because the one was about a dude who isn't in Mortal Kombat, and the other one had no blood.
I'm talking about the other one. It doesn't matter if it has blood or not.
It does, because that's what made Mortal. Dude, you remember people wasn't allowed to play Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat was talked about on the news. Oh, it's so violent. Like, dude, like, I don't know. But I mean, listen, they were good movies. As far as martial arts, as far as the casting, yeah. But I mean, at some point you got to hold them accountable for trying to make extra money by letting kids go to the movies see Mortal Kombat. I'm just saying. You should have went down the history of everybody on this panel should be like, I snuck in to see Mortal Kombat. My mom wouldn't
This
have
is probably the
I
only
was
award.
literally just born when it came out.
This is probably the only award throughout the whole video game awards show that I'll probably be like worried about because I want to see Last of Us win. It needs to win.
I gotta say this: if you're looking at adaptation, yeah, The Last of Us is easily the winner because it already took what worked and just made it a little bit different. Like it wasn't completely different, but it was different enough.
And it has the HBO touch on it. It has
the
the
Mario
HBO
movie
touch.
is just the most bland. I gotta go this whole rant for a second here.
Do it, brother. Do it.
So the Mario movie is just a bland movie for me. It's nothing. When I was in the theaters, I felt like, I feel like someone's gonna fucking, tap on my shoulder, and say, "Do you know where you are?" Because I'm watching this movie. I'm like, it's okay, but it's nothing great. But people are like losing their minds. Like the people next to me were literally losing their minds because that's the GameCube sound effect. That's Diddy Kong. I'm like, oh, I see why people really like this. It's because it's nostalgia. And it's like, it doesn't do anything that new for a kids movie, and it's made by like one of the most bland animation studios out there, Illumination. They make good looking movies, but they're terrible telling stories.
At least Halo's showing on there.
Oh, thank fucking God! Halo.
I think that was in last year.
Yeah,
no, this is the first year they actually they're doing best adaptation for the awards. So yeah, my vote went easily to.
I thought they had Arcane last year, right?
Let me touch some of the comments. Obi said I don't agree with Cowboy much, but I do agree with the Mortal Kombat take. I appreciate that, man, but it's just facts. Twisted Metal is actually good. I did like Twisted Metal.
It's pretty good.
I just thought it shouldn't have been as silly, but that actually made the show. I will say that. Like it made the show, but I just wouldn't have chosen.
You kind of have to look at season 1 as kind of like the setup season.
No, they can't get rid of the comedy. It's part of it now. You know what I mean?
No, I'm saying like the setup to the big tournament.
Oh yes, definitely. Yeah. Gran Turismo is pretty good. My man Windstar said he watched a Reesting. Windstar, what's up, man? Haven't seen you in a while. All right, so let's move this train along.
Well, vote for The Last of Us. Come on.
Oh damn. Thank you very much. TPG, what would I do without you, bro?
You probably would have voted for The Last of Us.
Listen, it was destiny that we met up, even though we were enemies at first. Well.
Okay, this one was confusing as hell for me.
All right.
How the
Best
fuck is
multiplayer,
Baldur's
guys.
Gate up
We got
here?
Baldur's Gate 3. Go out. I'm about to hit my dog with this chair. Come on, y'all, up out of here.
How does a split screen game be considered multiplayer?
Okay, second, I'll be right back.
It's co-op or
Yeah, what is
massive
it?
multiplayer.
All right, so yeah, remember
Diablo
that before
4's
hold
multiplayer?
on. Hey, FCAT. Before there was a thing called online. When you played with your friends, you played multiplayer. Remember the multi-tap? Remember certain devices that you bought to make things more than 2 or 4 players? Man. All right, so we got Baldur's Gate 3, we got Diablo 4, we got Party Animals, we got Street Fighter 6, we got Super Mario Brothers Wonder. You know what's funny? Mortal Kombat 6 made the list on another where you guys showed me.
Party Animals is a stupid kids game.
Okay.
Mario
Party Animals should
Wonder,
definitely win
stupid
it.
kids game. I don't agree with Baldur's Gate 3 and Diablo 4 as a multiplayer, so I would have to say Street Fighter 6.
I didn't know Mario Wonders was multiplayer. But here's the thing. If Baldur's Gate win this, it might not win Game of the Year. So I'm kind of scared to vote for Baldur's Gate on this one.
I would say it's between Diablo
it's
4
not
and
sweet.
or
know
Street
why?
Fighter probably.
My vote went for Street Fighter for the record.
Yeah, I
Or
would
do you
go.
have
Because
Mine would be for
I thought
Diablo, for
Baldur's
sure.
Gate was such a weird choice to be here. Like, what?
Well, you think about Street Fighter has the gaming hub where you can
Yep, I was about to say
see
that.
all kind of other people, and you can sit down and play all kind of different Capcom games. So right there, boom, you got
Yeah,
your
but you got
Yeah, but if you play the
co-op.
other Capcom games, that's not really multiplayer, is it?
But the co-op in Baldur's Gate 3, is kind of cool. But I honestly, where my vote is gonna go is gonna be Diablo 4. So many years ago on PlayStation 1, I was diehard Diablo 1 fan. And man, like just playing, so I could imagine now. I mean, obviously I was like before online. Was it online? No, I guess it wasn't online. And so you just play multiplayer. But just to play with your friends, I know like looting and doing stuff together. And they could do a lot of crazy stuff on Baldur's Gate, and you could kill your partners and all this. But I feel like for me, the better multiplayer experience out of all of these would be Diablo.
Isn't Diablo
I'm
a
gonna go
single
with
player?
Diablo. It's probably gonna be Mario.
No, it's
Wonder.
a multiplayer game. Yeah.
Let me see,
You're
I've
gonna pick
always
Diablo.
so Hotbox said I've always been a Diablo fan. But Diablo 4 was the worst one.
Yeah, but if Diablo
Anybody
wins,
saying Diablo 4 was the worst one never played 3, because 3
If
was
Diablo-
easily the worst one.
if Diablo wins award, if Diablo 4 wins a award, the Xbox fanboys are gonna be like, "Hey, look, we got one."
But do you really count that? Because most of the development was made before Xbox bought
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, but you know how
Hey,
they
you know
In
are.
fact, all the development was.
I think
You
what's
know how
hard
they
too
are.
is when I give an Xbox game credit, like for fanboys, I would like it to be an exclusive Xbox game. Because how cool
Yeah,
is
you
it
know
if
what's even like on the thing? It didn't even say Xbox Studios. It said Activision Blizzard.
Well,
Yeah,
they
so,
didn't
I
buy
mean,
it's the
them until after it
Yeah.
came out.
They'll still hold
Okay,
it up.
so this is actually the one I gave it to Xbox.
All right, so best sports racing. Best sports / racing. All right, so EA Sports FC24. So that used
Okay.
to be FIFA.
Can I ask
Hot
this
Wheels
question?
Unleashed.
Why did WWE not get nominated this year? That's like one of the best wrestling games we've had.
But no. This says best sports / racing.
Yes, and
WWE
wrestling's a sport, is it not?
It's considered a sport.
entertainment. So I think that E has a big deal, that knocks off the sports. But so
Fucking have Hot Wheels
High
in this
school
shit.
wrestling is a
so
sport.
F123,
Professional wrestling on
Forza
TV is
Motorsport,
just
Hot Wheels
soap
Unleashed
opera.
2, Turbocharge, the Crew Motorsports. Wow.
I picked Forza.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with Forza as well. I didn't play much.
I gotta
of it.
give them that pity award.
But-
Here, Xbox, you get one. Go
No,
away now.
I just think out of Hot Wheels and the Crew, this is the better game. And I think it takes a lot, like in an F1.
Wait, why would Kubini pick the Crew? Like he should be all Forza.
Yeah, Beanie, I thought you'd be up on Forza.
No, because y'all always think he's the Xbox fanboy, but he's trying to show you guys that he has.
He literally has the Xbox as his fucking thumbnail, cowboy. Come on. To be fair.
Okay, well.
Just saying. Like
I
the
have
guy.
heard good stuff about the Crew Motorfest.
All right, let's move on.
You can't.
Best sim strategy.
Oh Lord.
Advanced Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp, City Skylines 2, Company of
Pikmin
Heroes
4.
3, Fire Emblem Engage, Pikmin 4. So I probably would die before I play Pikmin. I don't know about this Advanced Wars.
I actually heard the
did
Advanced
play-
Wars game's pretty fun.
Okay, I did play City Skylines on Stadia. Company of Heroes, I don't
Never
know.
heard of it.
And Fire Emblem, I think I'm gonna go with Fire Emblem.
Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp is a remake.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's more in the remastered category, but yeah. Honestly, lately I've been having a craving playing City Skylines. I don't know why, and it's on PlayStation
really?
Plus.
That's cool, man.
But then I look up and it's like it's got a remastered version. I'm like, what?
Isn't it just SimCity?
It's
These
basically
are the first-
SimCity, yeah.
Hold on, look. The first 3 games that got nominated twice: Party Animals, Pikmin, and Super Mario Wonder.
Wait,
Well,
isn't Party
Okay, so
Animals an
there's
Xbox?
no way hell Sonic's winning this one.
Party
Come
Animals
on.
is an Xbox exclusive, yes.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
that's
it's a timed exclusive.
Yeah.
It's a pretty dumb game though.
No.
Yeah.
What's the Xbox exclusive?
It's pretty great.
Party Animals.
Party Animals.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say
played on
Sonic Superstars.
I want to say
Look,
Mario.
I played Party Animals before my Xbox subscription died, and I was like, no, God bless you guys for having so much fun y'all was having. But Disney, maybe because I was playing by myself, but Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic
Party Animals
Superstars.
just match treats, but with
Okay, so let's be fair. What is a family-friendly game here? Of all the games they have available,
Okay.
which one do you think is the one everyone in the family can sit down and play? Mario.
Disney
Party
one
Animals.
or the Mario.
I think most people would pick Mario over, Party Animals.
Yeah, but Mario is like a.
Well, you're saying everybody could play Party Animals up to 8 people, while Mario's only up to 4, I believe.
Yeah, but it's also up to 4 people on one system.
So I was planning on buying Sonic Superstars.
Yeah,
I
you
just
can
never
have
got
more
around
than-
to it. But man, how come
Man,
we not? choose Mario?
I'm that PlayStation guy. I'm sitting here trying to plead for Nintendo to get a
the
fucking
Mario's
best
definitely
family
getting this.
game.
I'd probably pick either Pikmin or Mario for this one, though.
Yeah, how can you not choose Mario?
Like, I've heard nothing about Animal Party and Disney Illusion
But I
Island.
wonder which game is more simple. Because, like, let's say you get your mom
Mario.
to play with you, your dad. It might be Party Animals. Like you
I'd say
literally
Mario.
can press like one button.
Party Animals is too.
I think of all these games, Pikmin is the most complicated of the ones.
Oh, really?
Yes, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
But I also heard a lot of people say like it's not that great. Like it's a good Pikmin
I
game,
think
but it's like
it's really
that's
good.
about it.
I
listen
gotta
to
go with
this.
Mario, man. I want to say
You gotta
Sonic,
give
but
Mario something, right? There ain't no chance in hell he's winning Game of the Year.
Going with Mario. All right, keep it moving.
Best
Ooh,
fighting game. Oh, this is an
Best
easy one.
fighting game. So God of Rock, never heard of it. Mortal Kombat 1. Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl.
Yeah, but that game literally like
Basically
just
Smash
came
Brothers.
out.
Hey, they made it. Pocket Bravery and Street Fighter 6. You guys know what I'm
Definitely Nickelodeon.
So pretty much your battle between Mortal Kombat 1 and Street Fighter.
I think it's gonna go to Street
Street
Fighter.
Fighter's gonna win. Yeah.
So I gamefly Street Fighter. Didn't like it much. Yeah, I feel like Street Fighter hasn't done anything new besides maybe add that little runaround mode. Well, both the runaround mode and the other mode where you run around and punch people. Or get in fights. I still think Mortal Kombat is the better product. The story mode, They added invasions. It's just a lot of substance in Mortal Kombat. Street Fighter, you got the fighting, and then you got the run around, and then you get in fights. And I feel like Mortal Kombat just has like the towers, like it's still fighting, just like Street Fighter, but it also didn't baby you. Oh, maybe people might like Street Fighter because they got the new little easy fighting mode.
Yeah.
I just think Mortal Kombat is a better product. Like it's
Here's
a
what
better,
I don't get with the Game Awards. They have best fighting game, best RPG,
right?
whatever sim strategy. There's no first person shooter category.
I think
Well,
it's
well,
There's
that
no,
no
they,
shooter
There's best shooter.
category.
Yeah.
yeah. What do you mean best shooter?
yeah.
Is there a best shooter? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always a best shooter. All right, let's
Oh,
keep
We'll have to
oh,
wait.
by the way, Cowboy,
I
here's
might have some take on that.
here's
Okay, go ahead.
here's a bit of news for you about Mortal Kombat 1.
Okay.
Apparently Homelander in the game is not voiced by Anthony Starr.
right.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
weird.
boo-hoo.
You know what? It's not. No, it's not weird. Go back and find out who
Yeah, 'cause
voiced.
it probably costs
find
too
out
much.
Find out who voiced Arnold Schwarzenegger's voice.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
Omni-Man guy is original voice actor.
Yeah, they did, but that's just called contracts and deals. Did you know when they was doing leading up to Mortal Kombat, they asked him about Homelander. You know what they said? And this was a couple months ago, or maybe like 6 months ago. They said we don't even have the designs for Homelander yet. It was like we
Wow.
didn't even start working on Homelander yet. So
It's gonna be a while
Homelander,
till we see him.
all they got was the contract. Tommy, I always call him Tommy McFarlane. Ed Boon, all he got was the contract and the okay that yes, we could put Homelander in the game. So at the end of the day, I guess they just didn't get it. Maybe, who knows why? I'm not gonna go on why, but all I'm gonna say is I was talking to somebody. It's not that big of a deal. I just want the character's likeness, meaning they're in the game, because them coming out talking is cool. To have their voice is cool, but I just want to feel like I'm using that character with their like visuals, what they look like as I'm fighting. So I don't think it's that bad, but it could be to some people.
Yeah.
Anyways, so wait, just make sure I did pick Mortal Kombat, right? Yes. All right.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh,
best
this is a controversial one.
Not Starfield.
the best RPG: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Liza P, Sea of Stars, Starfield. Wow.
I don't know who's winning this one.
I think I know
You
who
already
wins
know
this
who's
one.
gonna win.
I know it's gonna win.
It ends with a 3.
All right, let's be honest. They can't say Final Fantasy 16.
Mm-mm.
It's just a weird combination of a game for RPG. It was so action heavy, and you literally didn't really have to pay too much attention to the numbers.
It was very RPG.
Starfield
heavy.
is
So,
a first-person shooter space sim.
Wait, so
Yeah, I agree.
why did Cyberpunk not make the cut then? Because they have it later down the road, so it's like
I feel like Cyberpunk's an action adventure game.
it's not in action
Yeah.
adventure, as far as I know.
To be
It's
honest.
definitely an RPG, but
It's more of an RPG than fucking Final Fantasy 16.
Well, no.
Yeah, I
Final
can
Fantasy
say-
16
agree.
does like. So Final Fantasy 16 gameplay is an RPG, but everything else does have that feel. Like it got the long, drawn out story.
the most RPG of it is that it has levels. That's it.
Right.
I want a
Yeah.
Cyberpunk in here so when it beats
It's like-
fucking Starfield, it'd be hilarious.
Wait, now, do you guys have anything to say about Sea of Stars?
I've actually been meaning to play that game, but I haven't yet.
It's nice. Oh, I've played the demo. I put like 2 hours in. I'm gonna play it eventually. Just not right now. I've got too many games I'm still trying to finish. I'm trying to finish Starfield right now, actually. But yeah, it's very, very good. But just Baldur's Gate's just gonna win it. Simple as
Yeah.
I
that.
feel like that's the.
All right, what's your thoughts about Starfield being an RPG?
I do think that there are very good elements in Starfield. I just don't know. To me, it wasn't as good as like Final Fantasy 16 or
Okay,
Baldur's
so
Gate
what?
or
Okay, what about Liza P?
Isn't Liza P not really an RPG though? It's supposed to be like a
It's a
Souls type game.
Souls. Yeah, it's a
It
Souls.
is Souls games are RPG.
Okay.
because you have
I
stats
heard
and
a
skill
lot of good
points
things
that you.
about. I heard a lot of good things about Lies of P and Sea of Stars.
So let me
They look
help
like
you
good
guys out,
games.
right? And before I do that, let me go to the chat real quick. Hot
Best
Pocket said
RPG
Party
should go
Animal.
to Forspoken.
Hold up real quick. Hot Pocket said Wonders is probably gonna take this one. Cubini said Family is Mario. Sam L said Party Animals is Steam. Party Animals on Steam. Dodgeman said anyone still play the first division? That's a question. Hot Pocket said Party Animals will cause a divorce. Cubini said Party Animals. Me and my wife and my son, and my brother went ham in that. He said party is very simple. Nickelodeon all day. Nickelodeon. Let me see. Nickelodeon. Street Fighter 6. Loved it. Dad. So let me see. Cubini, we get it, man. You love Party Animals. You don't make like 80 comments about the one game. The character.
That's an Xbox exclusive.
Monitoring, creating your custom characters. Cubini changed my. Cubini said change my pick for you. PSG. Sea of Stars, PC Master Race, Baldur's Gate. I feel like Baldur's Gate might take this category. Sean Elsa DLC don't count. Cubini said agreed. The visuals and music is beautiful in Sea of Stars, and then I love Nickelodeon's. All right, so here's the thing. Starfield,
So
I played
real quick,
it.
Starfield. Saying Starfield is an RPG is like saying Destiny is an RPG.
Nah, Starfield definitely has a lot more to it than Destiny.
Let me say this. I played Starfield, and I never felt like it was an RPG. I was just running around. Y'all watch me. I was just running around hitting people in the head with hammers. For me, again, I wasn't paying attention. I felt like it could have, for me, it had some like intricate stuff. Like y'all guys had to say, oh, you got to do this when you're in the ship. So for me, I could have not played attention to the normal RPG elements, and I felt like I was fine in Starfield. Never played Sea of Stars, can't say. Liza P, I played the demo. I actually beat the demo. I got pretty, I felt like it just felt to me as a Souls game more of, and it didn't feel like what I would, again, RPG-ish. I could see the RPG-ish of like the numbers.
Builds you have.
Yeah, but
yeah.
So Final Fantasy, yes, it has that feeling with the story and stuff, but on the surface, it's an action movie.
That game's so fucking
honestly.
boring.
Baldur's Gate gonna get it
the
for
RPG
me
is collecting potatoes.
So Baldur's Gate is gonna get it for me because I bought that game and I could not get nowhere, bro. It feels like a RPG. I'm like, what the hell? Like, how do I jump?
Yeah, it's a literal Dungeons and Dragons game.
And here's the thing. Baldur's Gate was the game I was so happy I got my monies back from a Stadia because I was like, I should have never bought that game. This game is out of my league. If any, and I didn't play Sea of Stars, but if any game is a RPG, man, if Baldur's Gate don't get it, I don't know. So that's just my take on it.
I literally know people now who play Dungeons and Dragons because of this game.
I do want to say, just to defend the RPG elements of Starfield, there are certain like dialogue encounters that I've actually skipped due to me choosing xenobiologist as like my background. So like there's a specific quest line where an evil alien creature is hunting humans, and to prevent the threat, we need to get specific information from the government. And so, because I was a xenobiologist, I got to skip a dialogue check where I have to convince them to give me basically the information.
Yeah, and Baldur's Gate, you're doing that all the time.
Sounds
because I want to respond to Cubini.
Like the whole game.
Cowboy, you didn't play Starfield. You walked around for 30 minutes. Let me know when you get 120 plus hours. So here's the thing. When I played Starfield, and I played it for 3 hours actually. It never, like in my 3 hours, like a RPG, you're gonna feel it. If you play a legit RPG and you're not really into RPGs, because I'm not anymore, but I got so many RPGs under my belt, even old ones back in the day, so I could tell the difference. In Starfield,
that's
yes,
the whole
I
defense,
get
Cowboy.
it, but,
you have to play it 100 plus hours to really
there you go.
say anything about it.
There you go.
Like that.
I
That's
don't have 100 hours, and like to me, it's that first like 10 hours. I would say is the roughest, but once you get past that, you start getting better gear. It becomes a lot more fun. I can see where people do really like it and think it's game of the year, but I don't.
Yeah.
I don't see it there.
To quote FCAT, it kind of remind me of a Destiny. Like it's a game you could play and just that's all you play. You could just play like Baldur's Gate for a very long time and not need to play another game. Also want to say to Dark Kermit, he said, I wish we didn't
I
have
wouldn't
these
say
type
that
of
either.
Huh?
Like, well, I have 200 hours in Baldur's Gate, and I don't plan to return.
No. But
I'm doing a second playthrough.
But hold up, Maker. You play a lot of different games, right? So not saying
Yeah.
that game will pull you away from other games, but if you were like the person that just wanted, let's say you were the person that just wanted to play one game, like you're like, yo, I want one game I could play for like Baldur or not Baldur,
Diablo.
Starfield could be it. Starfield could be it for you, is what I'm saying. But Dark Kermit, I want to say this to you. It's nothing wrong with the Game of the Year awards. It's people who take the Game of the Year awards and use it as ammunition. That's the issue. Yeah. I always watched it for entertainment. It was cool to be like, oh, which game is gonna win? Or look at last year. Last year I streamed it live, and when God of War lost, I was like, no, like that. You should see the look.
I remember that.
It was all love, you know. And Maker, you did it because Maker.
I was rubbing it in your face.
Like, Maker popped in and was like, at the last second,
I told you he ain't gonna win.
No. Right before the nomination, Maker was like, God of War's not gonna win. It's gonna be Elden Ring, and he was like, Elden Ring. I was like, no. Yeah. So
no, the real winner was Bill Cosby and that kid who suddenly walked on stage.
Oh, that was So to Dark Kermit, I don't see nothing wrong with it. It's just how you take it. You shouldn't use it for ammunition.
Yeah, you can have your own game of the year. This is critics understand that a lot of this is going to be based on how
this is the most high profile game of the year.
Right.
BG3 is not Cowboys game of the year, but it's probably going to win game of the year for this award.
Right, exactly. And I would be like, dude, it's just cool being a part of it. Like you wondering what's going to win, and then something win, and you're just like, yo, that was cool. Now for you
I'm
guys,
mostly go watch it for the announcements.
And be punching the screen and all that. That's on you guys for taking it.
Well, every time Baldur's Gate 3 wins, you're pretty much repping Stadia because that's where it started.
Hey, that is real. But
Rip
guys,
Stadia.
I want to thank my man Hot Pockets for the 5 gifted memberships. So 5 of you guys got a gifted membership. Sean L got a gifted membership. Obi Rose got a gifted membership. Jason got a gifted membership. Lion for the 888 time got a gifted membership.
How does Lion keep getting membership?
Blood got a gifted membership. So want to thank Hot Pockets a lot. Thank you very much, man. That means a lot to me. I do this because I really just like chatting and talking to you guys. Like look at TPG. We became really cool. He had no clue I was gonna put him in my intro, but I was going through it. I wanted to add more people. I was like, man, you know what? TPG's my dude, man. You know, like we would have never met, you know. So I love doing this because it's more my social time. And you know, so I just wanna, and it makes me feel good for somebody to do that to it just makes me feel like, oh, that's cool. It's something I like doing anyway, but you guys see it for what it is. And you just want to say, hey, man, thank you for doing what you're doing. So thank you very much for that. Sean said, thank you, Hot Pockets. Lion said, thank you, Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets is throwing up the symbols. I gotta add some more emojis, switch them up a little bit. They need to give me more. Let me see. Hot Pockets, hey, leave my avatar on this, out of this. Let me see. LOL, I thought it looked familiar. Yeah, so I made that avatar specifically for Mr. Urban World. So I wanted to, you know, he's been around forever, and I wanted to, you know, kind of little throwback to him. So the Beast Mode one is his avatar. So I like to do little stuff like that, man. I like to include y'all in my stuff. Like I made sure Maker was in the video. My man F Cat's in there. Like TPG when he said, "Oh, you ever heard this guy King Thrash?" I'm like, King Thrash. So I made sure I threw him in there. By the way, I won't say because I don't think he said. I didn't ask him could I say this, but he did contact me, so I'm in the works of doing something with King Thrash as we speak. So so just stuff like that. I'm like, you guys have been a part of this ride, and so as much as I can, I want to give shout outs and little throwbacks. I'm not gonna start crying or anything, but it's a Bethesda game. That's how those games go. No defense. Lions on there. See, look, Lions get to use these emojis now. For person who funds, hold up. For a person who funds are limited, Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield is big value. Yeah, think about it. You could play those games forever. And on top of that, Baldur's Gate is multiplayer. And split screens, FK.
People are literally doing like D&D campaigns through Baldur's Gate now. Like, it's kind of crazy.
I could see that initially. I just feel like it loses a lot of the surprise or excitement after you've kind of explored a lot of the
I
options.
mean, you can beat the game by having sex with everybody.
You can. I don't think you can do that, but get pretty close.
As you guys,
there's a lot in
let
it.
me take the time to add this video because I got to go back and I always log all this stuff. So go ahead.
BG3 is gonna win best RPG. Ain't no chance in hell Starfield's winning. Period.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Nothing against Starfield, but I think, man.
To quote Vince McMahon's theme song, it's got no chance in hell.
You know what? It's gonna be fired.
You're fired.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see the Xbox tax come in play.
Explain that for me. Take a moment just to explain. I don't understand what's Xbox tax.
So Xbox tax is a new term basically saying if it's Xbox game property, whatever, the media has a bias against it and a hate toward it.
But that doesn't make any sense because they really like
Forza. Tax. So when people think of tax, they're like, man, like it's like a negative thing. So
yeah.
I get it. I do want to say this too, Hot Pocket, and to other people. Man, I do gift stuff too, and I not really gifts, but I like to donate. So like just yesterday, no, it was Saturday. Stadia Vet Gaming, I think I said Stadia Vet Gaming, his original name. I think he calls himself Mountain Mac Gaming now, but he was doing a Veterans Day stream. Yeah, what do you say?
Mount Mac Gaming.
Okay, he was doing a Veterans Day.
He changed it again.
Popped in, and I could only be in there because we was driving, and I popped in for like a couple minutes, and I donated $10. Like, bro, here's $10 for your Veterans Day stream, blah blah blah, and I jumped out. So I try to do my thing too, man. So I just want to say I thank you guys, but I do. Like I'm still subscribed to Rock, and Rock haven't streamed in forever. No slight against him. I know he got issues, but I still didn't take my subscription back from being a membership. I know he's going through some stuff. So, you know, I like to support. Like I done donated so much money to TK9. I helped pay for some of Doc Dark's God of War Ragnarok when that one guy wanted to buy it for him, and I threw money to it as well. So I just want you guys to know I do like to help out people too, even though FCAT's going to... No, FCAT can't say nothing because he's donated money to the loan. So, you know, good stuff. But, and if any of you guys, I will tell you guys this. If you can't be monetized, still make a, do a PayPal or do something and announce it every now and then. Even Lo-Fi got this coffee thing. I've donated money to him and he's not monetized yet. But if you let people know there's a way they can support, some people will, because I will. You know, like if I go to TPG and he's like streaming or talking, he's like, yeah, guys, you know, if you feel like it, donate some money to my whatever. Bro, I'll throw money in there. So that's just my advice. Like, don't feel like you got to wait on YouTube. If you feel you give value and people like your content, whether it's 5 people, 80 people, make some type of PayPal or something. And every so often announce it. Because people who do have a heart, and I think people will, will want to support. And maybe that $5 might mean what TPG's drinking on right now. It might mean a lot to him. You know, what are you drinking anyway, man?
Fanta, strawberry flavor.
Is it orange?
No, strawberry.
That'll be orange. Oh man.
I mean strawberry. Okay.
Strawberry and there's one more I have in there.
Can we
pineapple.
Move on to the next one, Cowboy.
All right.
Man. You making demands now? I don't know.
Let's get the second run Stadia PC game.
Hold on, let me give a shout out real quick. Hold on. Let me give a shout out real quick. I want to give a shout out to Lion, man. So I started a new job over a month ago, and I kid you not, I barely could. I haven't watched a Doc Dark video since I was at my old job. But this weekend was cool. I watched about 2 hours of Lion's content on the playbook. So I'm trying to catch up to his content. I do like it. It's cool stuff. You guys got to check him out, the playbook. I don't have much time now, but I made sure I spent time. I watched 2 episodes of his stuff back to back. And also my man Ronan. Ronan's a quirky dude, but one day I popped in his stream on my 15-minute break and chilled for like 10 minutes and I popped out. So I'm trying to get back to checking out some content, but there's some dope content creators that you guys should check out. Check out TPG. Just check out a lot of people, but I just wanted to definitely get a shout out to Lion, and especially my guy Obi Rose with his fighting game stuff he does. Love the dude, man. I know I was giving hell about the $12 fatality, but I still love the guy. And I just think there's some dope content creators. So you guys get a chance to check some people out.
No, we got payback
right,
today.
Move on. I know FCAT, you got some stuff brewing we want to get to. So I'm gonna move on. I know I seen Dark Kermit talking about the Xbox tax. All right, so let's move on to wait, did I vote?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah,
voted.
yeah,
Okay.
You voted.
All right. Let's move on to best action adventure.
This is actually the hard one
Alan
for
Wake
me.
2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Oh, that came out a little bit ago. The Legend of Zelda. Ooh,
Okay.
okay.
Zelda,
Hold up.
All right, hold on.
Alan
Let me
Wake
grab my
2.
soda. I can hear you.
Wait. Alan Wake 2 and Resident Evil 4 are horror games.
Yeah, but they kind of fit that.
Yeah, but there's no horror section.
They fit that general action adventure generic vibe.
Okay, FCAT, I got something to say about that, bro. So my love-hate relationship with Resident Evil 4 is because it turned the series from horror, from like what I want to call it,
more like action horror.
No, yeah, what it used to be called. It used to be called survival horror to action horror. So this game for me, I think could be you spin kicking enemies. I'm like, what the hell? Yeah, they definitely. So I'm gonna say this can be action now. But I see where you're going. But go ahead. I just want to say that.
No, y'all good.
Okay, well, guys, I'm just gonna say it from here.
I want to get Jedi Survivor so fucking bad, dude. Like, I see it on sale right now, and it looks like a good game. I heard it's finally running pretty stable on consoles finally. But man, my vote for this went to Spider-Man 2 because I'm like, dude, just first off, you'll find out I didn't give Spider-Man 2 much, but I was like, of all the games, I was like, this is probably the best adventure quote unquote game I've played. So yeah, Spider-Man 2 is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, man, I gotta go with Spider-Man 2. Again, it was like, dude, that man,
it wasn't a perfect game. No, by no means was it perfect, but
yeah,
it satisfied me. It's like having relations with a good enough person.
Zelda easily gets my vote on this one. I thought it was easily the best amongst these. Specifically, like I feel like it's above, like a step above Spider-Man 2 and Alan Wake 2.
Okay, now let me ask you this though: do you feel? Or let me hold on. Let me real quick, guys. Let me just say something. I'm gonna see if this is gonna change. All right. So, best RPG Zelda wasn't in there. All right. Because what I was gonna ask you was, do you feel like Zelda is kind of RPG-ish or no?
No, not really.
And no, because there's no levels. Like there's only armor that you can collect, right? Okay.
Because I feel like there's again, I didn't play Zelda, haven't played it in a long time, but I remember back in the day, I was like, okay, I think the original Zelda, I feel like was a kind of RPG, but
I think some of the original ones were, but I think it's changed to action adventure for a while.
Like Zelda was probably the first action RPG. Was the first where you can move your character and swing, and it was an RPG. But go ahead, TPG.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like, I could definitely see Zelda winning this one. In fact, I'm pretty sure it is. I only voted for Spider-Man 2 because I was like, Zelda's gonna get quite a bit of these awards for a lot of people. So, Spider-Man 2, it gets like one little win. Because there's no way it's winning Game of the Year.
Well, I'm going with purple with Spider-Man.
I don't think Spider-Man's gonna win this one.
I'm going with purple, and she says Spider-Man should win this one. Reason why I'll say that. All right, let's look at Resident Evil. Resident Evil's cool. You spin kicking creatures and all that, the Lost Plagueis virus and all that, blah blah blah. Right? You shoot in. Okay, cool. Jedi Survivor, dude, you're a Jedi. Like, let's go, right? You got a lightsaber, you got force powers. Zelda, I mean, you're traveling the world and you're fighting creatures all over. You got Alan Wake. I mean, it's just kind of like a horror game, but I mean, you're shooting and all that. But dude, when you go to the movies and see Spider-Man, if you don't walk out feeling like you've seen action, and you're playing the video game, you're swinging, you run, jump off a building and fall to your death and swing before you hit the ground and kick an enemy. Like, dude, if this don't get best action game, I don't know what should get best action game. So I gotta go with Spider-Man.
Well, I don't think it's
action adventure. Like,
yeah,
a lot of it deals with like.
Because the next one is just
puzzles.
The next one.
Yeah, but I feel like action adventure.
Look at what the description is, though.
Oh, best action adventure. Oh wait,
yeah.
wait. Okay,
the next one is next action.
Oh, okay. Well, so Spider-Man isn't on there. All right, so let me back up then. All right, so best action / adventure. Man,
this category might as well. This category might as well just be best open world game.
No, but when he makes a good point, when you think of action / adventure, Zelda, if you could put that together, best action adventure game, even though it's slash, then because I'm thinking best action game, but yeah, Maker makes a good point. If I look at it that way, then it's like you every Zelda game, you feel like you're on some crazy adventure. It's like a movie, right? Where you got to go do this, go do that, go across the edge of time. But
it's just like the world action traverse it, the puzzles that you have to solve.
Yeah, I kind of want to change my vote, but I think I'm gonna keep Spider-Man because it did best action game so well. Like, especially, we're not gonna ruin it right now. I wish I was talking with Maker and them when they got to ruin it, but with the whole, Venom and stuff, I'm gonna keep my vote. But if I would have thought of it that way first, I'd probably been a little swayed more to Zelda. But I haven't played it, and I feel like it probably does action adventure really. I mean, it's Zelda, but
yeah, that's the OG action adventure.
I don't know. Yeah. Hold on, let me check it with the chat. Let me see. It will be Zelda Cowboy. Okay. Oh, okay. But look how they define action adventure. Okay. Yeah. See.
So action and adventure is different from action.
Yes.
Okay.
Action game would be just like action, right? So you don't have that much time.
Primarily on combat.
Yeah. It's based morely off like you said, the combat. Now you know what's cool is I'm actually gonna pick Armored Core. Now I wouldn't have picked Armored Core, but I'm actually currently playing it. I was playing it today on my lunch break, and yeah, man, Armored Core. Bro, it's just action.
I thought you would have picked Hi-Fi Rush for this one.
I would pick Hi-Fi Rush.
Yeah, I would have picked Hi-Fi Rush.
I would consider Hi-Fi Rush a music game.
Nah, it didn't.
It's definitely action.
It's
like an action rhythm game.
I think.
Yeah, rhythm game.
I think the rhythm part of Hi-Fi Rush is where it fails the most. I never played it and felt like I was even listening to the music. I don't feel like the music was that on point. And maybe because I played on streamer mode, so maybe some of the songs got taken away.
Yeah, you wouldn't play any licensed music if you played on streamer mode. You wouldn't play any by like famous artists and stuff like 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, so I missed all of that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna now Dead Island. I can see that, right? Best, it's you're fighting.
That game was horrible.
Ghost Runner. I mean, dude, that's super action.
Ghost Runner
Hi-Fi
is
Rush.
the FPS.
Remnant. Yeah,
I think it's between a Hi-Fi Rush and Armored Core, and I'm hoping Hi-Fi Rush wins it.
I also like to think of buzz, and Hi-Fi Rush was so long ago, it doesn't have any buzz anymore. But
I just don't know why the fuck Dead Island's up here.
What about Remnant 2?
That's Xbox's savior right there.
What do you guys think about Remnant 2?
I've heard it's pretty good, but I haven't played it.
Okay. Lion said, one day I will get my boy Obi to watch my show. He said action, but no adventure. All right, we're going to go with...
I just don't know why the fuck Dead Island 2 is up for anything. It's a
guys, I will say
bland
this.
game out there.
I will say this: don't get swayed by Armor Core being made by FromSoft.
From software.
Man, it really is just a mech game, and I thought that I said that too. It's like, yo, Armor Core been around forever. Like, it's gonna be a well, I didn't know, but I felt like it's gonna be a mech game, and don't be a From Software person and feel like, oh, because I'm playing it and having a ball, and it's just giving me mech game vibes. So I used to be a big mech fan. Like Gun Griffin is one of my all-time favorite games back on the Sega Saturn. And part two was decent, but part one was better. But I'm loving it, and I'm beating bosses, and they got these hard bosses, but it's like it's a mech game. Like if you just think mech, like it's not, you don't have like the parrying system and stuff like that have to get you out of so much trouble. So just wanted to put that out there. But moving forward, best VR AR. Where is Mr. Urban World?
Gran Turismo 7.
I can't move forward without Mr. Urban World. Like I don't know what to say. Like, where is the guy?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Horizon. I just don't see any
Horizon
other.
or Gran Turismo. That's from
So
what I heard.
Horizon, what that other game awards it beat, it won this, right?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, in the chat.
Yeah. Horizon won
Yeah,
at the Golden
Horizon.
Joysticks. Yeah.
So best VR AR, we got Gran Turismo 7. Wow. We got Horizon Call of the Mountains. Cool. We got Humanity. That would be strange in VR. Resident Evil Village VR. Wow.
Big titty goth woman.
How do you say the last one?
Synapse.
Just Snap.
Synapse. It's a first
Synapse.
person.
Personally, if I played a VR game, I probably would want that experience of driving, the speed, and you feel like you could see everything in front of you and look left and right. But Horizon looks really cool, like this big.
Honestly,
open
Cowboy, I'm
world
surprised you don't
climbing.
have a VR headset after that Gran Turismo movie. Like, I'm surprised you don't have it. And like, okay, now I can play.
I know,
Gran
right?
Turismo,
Dude,
like,
I was
movie.
TPG. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so invested in that movie, man. It was crazy. Humanity. I think I gave it a 9 too. TPG. But Humanity. I don't. I played the demo, and I don't know if I would care to play this on VR. I don't know what Snaps is. Probably amazing, but I have no.
It's
clue.
like a shooter with like psychic powers. I hear.
Oh yeah. Okay, I seen that demo. I seen the trailer. That did look cool. But dude, how do you? For me, I think Gran Turismo. But to be honest, dude, Resident Evil Village in VR. Like,
You're just doing it for the big titty freaking vampire chick, aren't you?
no, because I actually think Resident Evil 8 is one of. I think Resident Evil Village. Wait, hold up, Village. Which one is 8? Is it Village?
Technically, isn't that Village?
Yeah, 8 is Village. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it is Village. All right. I think Resident Evil Village is probably one of my least favorite Resident Evils. But to have that in VR, gotta be crazy. So I'm gonna go with that. But I think Gran Turismo is probably gonna win. But I'm gonna put my vote on Resident Evil. What do you guys say?
Gran Turismo.
Synapse.
I think Horizon's gonna win it.
Wow, that's cool. We got 4 different things. The chat is saying, "Oh, there go Urban. Hold on, let me back up. I needed Urban for this. Urban, we need whatever Urban says goes." He said,
Funny because they're all like PSVR games.
Jenna Hayes,
He
what's
doesn't
up?
really do.
What'd you say,
PSVR.
Maker?
He doesn't really play PSVR 2, and all these are PSVR 2 games.
Yeah, but he's a VR AR guy. At the end of the day, his experience alone, his passion alone, should dictate something great. He said, "Sadly, this is for the run because he has PSVR 2. Oh, this is supposed to be Rune. He has PSVR 2. I have the Quest. Yeah, but let us know, bro. But I knew VR would have a category. Of course they would. But we need you to let us know what you think out of these games you think would win. Rune loves GT7. So for his sakes, I'll go with GT7. I'll be testing it out soon if I still pick up the PSVR 2. All right. Jenna Hayes, always call me Maverick. We fly high, no lie. You know it. Ballin'. All right, anyway. Wait, did I feed my fish? Hold up. I don't think I fed the fish. I thought I was going to feed the fish. Hold up. Let's feed the fish. Starving. My bad. You know, my daughter left these fish. and I had to take care of them, and now I'm starving. All right. All right. The fish has food. I need to put more water in there. All right. All right, cool. So let's move on down the road, and let's go to best mobile game. Wow. So
Star
Final
Rail.
Fantasy 7, Ever Crisis. Okay. Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Honkai Star Rail. Monster Hunter. They got a Monster Hunter? Whoa.
Yeah, Monster Hunter Go.
Tyrannil. Monster Hunter now.
Or no.
I mean, I'm going with Monster Hunter. I'm sorry. That's what I would want to win.
Best mobile game still
I
Call
might
of Duty.
download that right now. Hold on. I don't like to play games like that much on my phone because I feel like I should just play them on a console. But
I'm honestly surprised that Genshin Impact's still not on this list.
Genshin Impact didn't come out this year.
yeah,
It may be ongoing, but
yeah. All right, hold up. Monster Hunter now. That's crazy. Oh,
yeah, I had heard it had come out, but I haven't played it.
Okay, I'm stalling it. I wonder how big it is.
I don't even know how it goes. Do you like battle monsters? I'm assuming.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna find out. I'll let you know. I'm curious.
Okay, cool. I am somewhat curious in it because I started playing a mobile game, Warcraft Rumble, which is okay, I guess.
Damn, it downloaded already? Wow, that was fast. Okay. Well, I can't press play right now. But let me see what you guys in the chat are saying. So, but dang, Resident Evil looks like it might win too. I personally wanted to go with Resident Evil, but since Rune is so addicted to Gran Turismo 7, I'll go for that. Hot Pocket said Monster Hunter wasn't that fun, but Honkai was a blast. It's just like Pokemon Go. And Lion said, that's what she said. Xbox International, what's up? How you guys doing? All right, let's go on. Guys, make sure you check out Xbox International. They do a podcast on Wednesdays at 7 p.m., and they are a hell of a lot of fun. Hilarious guys. And they keep me cracking up. I could so see you doing a podcast, TPG.
Mm-hmm.
Like
me? No.
I do live streams, and as far as I'm willing to go, man, because goddamn, I'm not very entertaining by myself.
Yeah, but I feel like your personality mixed with other people would be kind of like interesting. You know, like when you come on here and you have like your little spazzes out sometimes, it's funny. I feel like I could see like your chemistry with other people will probably be entertaining.
Yeah, there's not many PlayStation podcasts, so.
Yeah, I need to get someone like Mystic Ryan on there.
All right, best debut indie game, guys.
I'd play none of these.
Baldur's Gate 3.
The best debut indie game would have to be probably Quantum Error.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I say Pizza Tower because it sounds delicious.
All right, Cocoon. How do you say that?
To me, the only one I've played among these are Cocoon, but Viewfinder looked really good, so it'd probably be.
Yeah, Cocoon is the one that's getting the most buzz.
Yeah.
Okay, is it?
Pretty dope.
I mean, out of all of these, I think Cocoon would be the one I would, just looking at the pictures, I would go with, but that doesn't mean anything. Now this, you know what's funny? This picture of the second one from the left, it looked like the boat you was on. Remember FCAT when we was playing Redfall? It looked like the beginning when you get on that boat. We was like running around when you first on that boat. That's what it looked like. But let me not take up too much time. I'm gonna go with Cocoon, just because it looks.
Yeah,
cool.
I'm sad Baldur's Gate isn't on there.
But it's not a debut game.
Oh yeah, you're right.
They've been around for a long time. Larian Studios.
Man,
I was thinking best indie.
Do you know how much that game cost? I don't know, bro. I can't consider.
It's still an indie though, because it's.
Saying up for best indie game in general.
And look at best independent game. We
Sea
got
of Stars.
Cocoon again,
So what's the
David
difference?
Driver, Dredge.
So okay,
Sea of
best
Stars, Viewfinder.
the best way for me to explain this is best debut indie game is best debut, the first game they ever made.
Okay, hold on. Let's read. Yeah. Oh, you know what? That is a good point. I was gonna
First game
read
from the
this
studio.
passage, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Well, like
Larian
Play
has
Lab
been around
did.
for a very long time. I think they've been around since the 90s, actually.
Yeah, no, they have the Divinity Original Sin series.
Yeah.
So for this,
I was thinking it was the best indie series.
This would be Cocoon.
I'm gonna
This one's
go.
going to be
Either
Sea of
Cocoon or Sea of
Stars.
Stars.
I'm gonna go with Sea of Stars.
I think
Yeah,
it can
well-
go either way. I think what Cocoon has is creativity, where Sea of Stars, I feel like it's a tried and told formula, very Chrono Trigger-esque, with beautiful art style. I think I think they both.
Basically,
go
if you
either
like
way.
Chrono Trigger, that's the game you should check out.
I mean,
Yeah,
Chrono Trigger
definitely.
was like, wow.
Also, Chained Echoes from last year. Definitely check that out too.
All right. Guys, best community support. FCAT,
Oh.
can we let FCAT
See too.
talk out a little bit?
Okay. I find hilarious Destiny 2's on this fucking list, considering the community is basically
Oh
dead
my
at this
God.
point.
Yeah, FCAT, so all I seen in the chat, right? So I can't go in the chat that much during the day. I seen FCAT in the chat like, what? Destiny? How did they make
How
this?
the fuck is this on here?
They're always on the list of that. Not for nothing.
Yeah,
though. I
no.
will
Last
admit.
week everybody was complaining about Bungie. Now they're getting an award for best community support.
Well, that's for
Hello.
the whole year. You can't take away their
What
whole
have they
year
done
based
for the
off last
community
week.
other than
Exactly.
shut them
Well,
off?
it's
They shut
a
them
lot of
off
these.
because the
a lot of
community's
these
toxic.
They
Dude,
fired their
also-
entire community support team.
Right.
So,
The best of these ones for me is probably gonna go to Cyberpunk or Baldur's Gate
Okay.
3. I'll toss a coin on which one.
the nominees were picked like a month ago. So this was before the Destiny news came out.
Hey,
So-
a bunch of layoffs, but we're still got the best community
No, but
support.
you gotta listen.
Well,
to what
it's because
people-
it was picked ahead of time. It's not like
Right.
they knew that was going to happen.
I'm saying like the dramatic irony of it all.
Well, yeah. So we got
It
No
is
Man's
fun.
Sky. We got Final Fantasy. What is this? 15?
14.
14?
Mhm.
All right. Destiny 2, Cyberpunk 2077, and Baldur's Gate 3. Man, I'm still. I mean, I was.
It's going to be Cyberpunk or Final Fantasy. Well, actually, no,
I
Baldur's
say
Gate.
it's gonna be Baldur's Gate or
Baldur's-
Cyberpunk.
yeah.
Yo, is No Man's Sky still being heavily supported like that?
They had an
Actually,
update this year.
surprisingly.
Yeah.
Wow.
I would
I'm
say
gonna go with one of those
updates that's been
Cyberpunk
free.
because it had the better DLC.
Which game?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Cyberpunk because I feel like they had like a rocking year, you know,
Mhm.
like all
But
the
then
extra stuff
Baldur's
that was
Gate
added.
3 has a huge community behind
Biggest
it.
comeback story
Final
of the
Fantasy
year.
14 also has a big community behind it. They won last year, so
Yeah, but that's why I give it to Cyberpunk this year because like they had a big comeback story.
Yeah, I feel like Cyberpunk, man. Like, yeah, talk about the buzz of
I
them
mean,
coming
talk
back.
about
That's
talk
what I'm
about
doing.
your polar opposite years. Like last year, Project CD Red was looked at as a joke. Everyone was like, "Oh, they fell off real quick," but now it's like, "Oh
Okay.
well, now they got something here."
All right, hold up. Let me add the link in the chat. Because it is pinned, but I think you guys can't see it because of the
The poll.
Who's
maybe.
that, Sour Blow?
I think it's Crazy Louie.
Oh.
All right, 2.
Cyberpunk is a pretty damn
the
good game.
show.
Straight up.
And let's check on the poll, by the way. Oh, did it go? This thing is getting in my way. I can't see. All right, hold up. 2, hey, Maker, you would know how to do this.
what's up?
How do I get my bar at the bottom of my screen to go away?
What bar?
You know, like the toolbar.
Oh,
Like-
yeah. It's in the taskbar settings. You just make it so that automatically hide the taskbar.
Okay, I'm looking. All right, so I got lock the taskbar. That's off. I got automatically hide the taskbar in desktop mode. That's on. Automatically hide the taskbar in tablet mode. That's off. Use small taskbar buttons. That's off. Use peek preview desktop when you move the mouse. Oh, maybe that's what I'm looking for. Wait, my thing froze. Did my mouse
So
die?
it should just be automatically hide taskbar.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what's funny? I think my mouse just died. Hold up. You guys can still hear and see me, right?
Is
Yeah.
it battery?
Okay, well,
That's
I
why
went
you
on
get one of these. You get a
You need
wired
a
mouse.
wired.
They never die.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's burping? I am. Phantom makes me burp.
Yeah, I think this might have died on me. I don't know. Like all of a sudden, my mouse just stopped moving on the screen.
I'm listening to this
There we go.
this mix Sony put out for God of War Ragnarok. That just sounds really nice.
What the?
It's just like showing a trace, like write down on a journal, and it's playing music.
Oh yeah, I think it died. All right. I got my old one. Oh,
You're
it's
ready
dead.
to join Xbox International? Well, here's the thing. The Pony Commissioner
Can't even join.
ain't ready for you.
No Xbox fans on the podcast.
Yeah, only Sony ponies allowed.
Sony ponies and Nintendo
What?
fans
Man,
only.
there you go.
We can deal with crazy
Hold on,
living.
hold on, hold on.
What? You can deal with what? Man, I'm ready to start a fire in this damn chat. Let's start this damn fire. Let's bring this shit down. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight?
Crazy.
What's
crazy,
up? What's
man.
up? What's up?
Man, you got some echo.
Oh, I do? Ah, shit.
Now he's
Hey,
got
sound all right?
energy.
You want to say something again? Crazy? I think you sound all right to me.
That sound good? Am I good?
Yeah,
I
you
was-
sound
You're
good.
good.
It's like there's an echo in your place. I can tell.
Acoustics.
So hold on, Crazy. It ain't that type of party today, man.
You're all good, man.
A lot of acoustics.
Oh, we're gonna chill out tonight. Oh, I was gonna bring us some fire, man. Oh, I was all
Well,
happy.
Well, let me at least get through this. Let me
Okay.
get through this,
Let's.
and then
let's-
if you want to burn the city down,
All right. Let's do this, Cowboy.
The only fire around here is the one at Bungie right now. Still smell
You see,
And at
finally-
Sony.
it.
You see, we actually agreed on something because best community support and Bungie is up there. I was like, what? What's wrong?
Oh,
with
the
them?
irony, right? The irony.
They fired like 100 people. You said that's best community support. What's wrong with you?
They fired like 90% of their community support staff.
let me
See, we,
So if they win, who the hell's gonna accept the award?
let me ask you something.
I'm happy y'all agree with me with something though. Damn.
I definitely
Yeah,
think Cowboys more.
as
Yeah,
far
Starfield
as
definitely shouldn't
Bungie
be on here.
toward Destiny 2 and delivering content for the community, they failed on that part.
Yeah, they did. Let me put my 2 cents on this. Real quick. I have 2 friends. They are big. I'm telling you, they are big Destiny fans. I mean, these guys have probably like 3 years put into it. Probably 3 more years in Destiny
I'm
1.
still playing it. I've been playing
I mean-
it for like almost 10 years now.
Jesus Christ! I mean,
You don't
these
play it.
and these guys are complaining about this. I mean, they're complaining about that. There's nothing to do in Destiny. They are
There
like,
isn't.
There isn't. They're complaining about it. They've been talking about it for the last 3 months, saying like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with Destiny? What's going on?"
We get a new season on the 28th,
That's how it goes.
which
I could've done
which
that.
I heard the
some
previous
people-
seasons kind of sucked.
Man, what's Cowboy
Yeah.
doing? Cowboy, we're not in the 1990s where we got to grab an antenna to get the signal right. What you doing, man?
Man, my battery I guess died in my mouse. So
Okay, I gotta check.
it just stopped moving.
That's why you get a wired mouse.
Well, you know what? This was gifted to me. My guy Josh Warren gave me this really cool mouse. Look at it. It's the Iron Man mouse.
Oh, that's
And,
nice.
So I've been using it, but
So
yeah,
you like
he
putting
gave-
your hand on Tony Stark's face?
I can put my hand on his mask.
Yeah,
But you
that's
know what?
cool.
He did
Go
give
for
it to me for my birthday last year, and no, this year. And so maybe the battery died. I guess I do use it 4 days a week. So
Yeah, that happens. Technical problems. Oh man,
Alright,
hope you get
anyway.
it fixed, brother.
all right. Anyway, so yeah, you guys could join if you want. Xbox International. I seen you there. All right. You said commercial break. Holiday season. Please drink Pepsi. I don't know what this is, but it's either Pepsi or Coke. All right. So yeah, as far as Destiny, I am going with Cyberpunk. I think they when I think of community, I do think of them responding and stuff, but I do also think of what did you give your community, and Cyberpunk with all the their DLC.
Oh,
and all
they turned everything around.
yeah. But let's keep this train moving. We got Crazy in the building with Crazy. I want to do a really good introduction for you but
Okay,
I
brother.
dropped the ball because of my mouse. But on best
Cool, cool.
ongoing game, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Damn. Hold up. Now y'all can laugh. Destiny got taken out of this
Yeah.
category. Oh.
So how are you giving this community support if
That's
it's not
wild.
the best
So
ongoing?
I want to say this right
wild.
now. I think this is kind of where Cyberpunk's here because it's not really a ongoing game.
I agree.
It's like
Agree.
Yeah, that is true. It's not
I
a
mean,
live service
if
game.
I have to vote, and I did vote, I voted for Fortnite because I'm like Fortnite's just my default live service game.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. How can you not vote for Fortnite? Come
Yep.
on.
Fortnite's the best. Agreed 100% with you there.
Yeah.
they're constantly
You know-
updating stuff at Fortnite. But I would also say Final Fantasy 14 does a really good job with their consistent updates. Like they just added a Fall Guys event in Final Fantasy 14 where
That's
you
cool.
go through the whole like Fall Guys like game mode, which is
But
pretty
you know
cool.
what my problem is? Why didn't I know that? But I know when Fortnite doing something.
Well, they announced that the Final Fantasy 14 they always do every quarter they do a thing where they announce upcoming updates and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
well,
for
they
Final
gotta
Fantasy.
do better. You need commercials. You need to be more than just the Final Fan. Like, dude, suck in new people. How you gonna get new
Well,
people?
fuck
They,
I want my
they,
Kratos
they,
skin, damn it!
they announced their new expansion for next year. Also,
Yeah, at the Final Fantasy thing.
Yeah, and Final Fantasy
Square Enix.
14 finally coming to Xbox.
Hold up,
They
guys.
did
Somebody
also.
else?
After
Hold
all
on.
this
We got
time.
somebody else coming in the building. None other than the Playbook.
Yo, what's up?
Lion.
Ryan,
What's
how's
up,
everybody
Lion?
doing? It's been a minute.
Good, man. How are
It's
you?
been a minute. I'm doing pretty good. Staying busy, doing a lot of stuff right now,
I
but
see
staying
it.
busy.
Listen, y'all gotta slow down on the episodes, man. I gotta catch up.
Dude, I still got like 5 more to edit. It's trying to get to keep up because we won't record for like a month, so we have just time to start have everything like already backed up, ready to go.
Cubini is back. Cubini said the thing with the
No, I'm leaving if Cubini's back.
ongoing game. They just
Well,
added
they have
DLC.
also said that this
I agree.
DLC expansion, Phantom Liberty, is supposed to be their first and only big expansion. So I don't know how the hell your ongoing game, if that's the only one they plan
Yeah, I
on
don't-
doing.
Yeah,
I
ongoing
don't-
game
I don't
is
think
like a
that
live
consists.
service game.
Let's hear from Lion. Lion just jumped in here. Go ahead, Lion.
What was that? What was the question?
No. What's your thoughts? We're on best ongoing game. You got any thoughts on this? Before we
I
move
would
on?
say Cyberpunk, to my preference, just I love the game, the original game. I'm looking forward to play the expansion. I haven't had a chance to. I'm trying to beat Starfield, Lords of the Fallen, Alan Wake 1, then 2, then I'll go into Cyberpunk again. But I'm looking forward to that Cyberpunk expansion. The game I think was excellent, so I'm looking really forward to that.
Cool, man. Do you agree with this list? Do you agree with Cyberpunk? Or sorry, who would you choose on this list? Best ongoing game.
I will go with Cyberpunk. Second choice would be Final Fantasy 16. I wouldn't play any of the other games in that list.
That's not 16. That's 14.
Wait.
That's 14. Oh, is
Yeah.
that not Clive?
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
That's
that's
the
not Clive.
MMO.
that's the one Xbox getting.
Oh no, yeah. The only game there that I would play would be Cyberpunk. I don't
Hold up.
play any.
Hold on,
ongoing
wait.
game.
You consider Cyberpunk an ongoing game?
If it has an expansion that's coming out, yeah, and if they keep going with it, I will go.
Yeah,
with it.
but there's no plans for any more expansions or updates outside.
Listen,
stability
plans can
updates.
change at the
Right,
drop of a
it's a
dime.
single
If that
player.
expansion is killing it, they have another show or movie coming out for that game. If people want it, they're gonna make it.
Yeah, but
Oh
my
no, that's
thing
where
is
they
just
announce a new game.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they
hold up,
announced
my
a new
thing is-
game. They don't make expansion.
Exactly.
In it.
Yeah, but hold on. My thing is, if you have information, and the information says they're not planning on making more, how can you consider that best? You can't be like, I mean, I could be like, well, I hope.
But what's the point? The pace for
I
ongoing.
think
What's
it
the
should be
meaning
best
of ongoing?
expansion, best
Because-
DLC.
Because the game came
Ongoing-
out 2 years ago, 3 years ago, right? And then they released an expansion now that technically keeps the game going for you. Now, if we're talking about, if they would have said best live service game, I think you have a case to not have Cyberpunk there.
I mean, isn't that what ongoing
That's-
game is?
That's not
Game.
quite. If you have Cyberpunk,
But
that takes that away from that.
Here's the thing, though. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 service games, and yet you have one normal game on there.
Right.
So,
Right.
Exactly.
All right, I'm
So
pretty sure this is what
Yeah,
best live service game
that's-
was.
that's why
Yeah,
people
exactly.
are questioning some of these games got put in
It's
these
weird. I mean,
categories.
you
If they
should.
would have said live service,
You
all
know,
of
have
this
the
are
question
weird.
is, why didn't they add Call of Duty? Why didn't they add Halo? Why didn't they add, other games that could be there?
because
Diablo
Yeah,
4,
we
you
don't.
know,
because
they're
We don't
like,
How
Cyberpunk
would they
had an
put Halo?
expansion. They didn't
Halo
have DLC. An
doesn't have any good
Guys,
expansion to
updates.
make the game
you
bigger.
gotta kind of go one at a time.
One at a
Hold on.
time.
So
That's-
Cyberpunk had an expansion. They didn't have a DLC, so that expanding the game technically. Those other games didn't. They have like maybe DLC, and that's why they didn't count. Halo didn't come out this year, and they didn't release like any kind of expansions, as far as I know, right?
yeah, but again,
They had seasonal updates from what I know.
But here's the
Okay.
question. Here's the question, though. Again, I repeat myself again with this: if you're on the list, have 1, 2, 3, 4 live service games, then why you add a full game on there? I mean, that's the weird part. That's the weird part about it, because if not, then you add like two. You balance it. You add 2 games that are like Cyberpunk, and you add 3 that are live service, and you're like, okay, or 3. It's weird.
I get it.
Weird.
If we
Yeah.
read the description that's right in front of us, right under best ongoing game, it says awarded to the game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. So
Exactly.
since Cyberpunk released that expansion, and from what I understand, it changed how the game plays. Everything is evolved.
You
It's
know what?
different.
I think
It fits that
to
definition.
your point, I think to Lion's point, I guess you'll have to agree because this is 2023. So I guess they was able to get away with that DLC made such a big impact in 2023 that they're like, well, technically we should do something for that DLC. Where could we put it? So I get that.
And you have to think about it. There's 120 outlets voting for this list. This is not like one guy sitting in a basement.
It's
There's different people with different perspective of what games they're supposed to be voting for.
It's still. I
It's
think
muddled.
I think it's still BS, but I mean, I get it. All right, so moving on. So, guys, we are getting down there, man. Games for impact. All right, so we got A Space.
I only
for
played
the
one
Unbound.
of these
We got
games.
Chance of Senar. We got Goodbye Volcano High. We got TCHIA, which was originally going to be a Stadia game, and then it went to PlayStation. We got Terra Nil, and we got Venba.
Goodbye, Volcano High. There you go.
I'll vote for Chia. I mean, we all love Chia back in the day.
It was originally going to be a Stadia game, so that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
I think it. I don't know where this one's gonna land. I don't even know how they were reviewed.
Supposedly how woke Spider-Man 2 is. I'm surprised that's not up here. Look at the description. Pro-social meaning.
Pro-social meaning or message.
They have one mission, Spider-Man. People are like going nuts over that one mission. It's like,
Yeah, you know what? I don't think Spider-Man was that.
I agree. I'm gonna guess Goodbye Volcano.
Wait, there was this game that came out this year. I'm trying to
videos.
remember what it's called. It was something like you're writing down a diary of a city before everyone gets killed. I forget the name of that game. That should have been up here. Because that was freaking good.
All right, well, we're just gonna move on from this one. Innovation and accessibility. So we got Diablo 4, you got Forza
Spider-Man,
Motorsport, you got Hi-Fi Rush, you got Marvel Spider-Man 2, you got Mortal Kombat 1, you got Street Fighter 6. So recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience.
I will go with Spider-Man 2.
It can't be an Xbox game because they blocked all the disabled people.
Not true. Listen, if you were to vote there, Cowboy, I will vote for Forza Motorsport because I don't know if you see the accessibility video on the guy that's blind is playing it. They actually did a pretty good job that the blind person can actually play that game. So that's something you got to give him hands down for that. If you have not seen that video, look for it. It's awesome.
I gotta check that out.
Spider-Man's gonna win this one, hands down.
Yeah, but
Spider-Man can swim by its. Dude, Sony has like one of the biggest like accessibility features on all the games.
Yeah, in innovation and accessibility, Sony always.
You're talking about all the options from like the colorblind mode.
Yeah, remember like The Last of Us Part 2 and how they were like, oh, we made this game where even a blind person can play.
Here's my thing though.
You know what, I'm gonna go with Street Fighter because Street Fighter was the first fighting game I played that had easy controls. That you could literally have if you press triangle, it'll instantly do your dragon uppercut. You press square, it instantly do a fireball. You press X, it did your spinning your spin kick. Those controls, it'll make the novice person could actually give anybody, not the pro players, but it could give people who've been playing for a while a go. So, and I know Tekken is adding it to theirs, but Tekken doesn't come out the next year. And Mortal Kombat decided, hey, we're not doing that because that's for children. But so I'm gonna give Street Fighter that because out of all of them, that's the only one I could think of that actually added something that I visually noticed, and I was like, that is kind of cool. But what about you guys? Anybody? What about you, Crazy? Are you saying Forza because the blind dude, right?
Yeah, I would have voted for Forza because that for me is innovation. I mean, to get a blind person to sit down, and play a game, and
that's crazy. Cool.
That's crazy. That's freaking fantastic for them.
Yeah,
really.
I will say that there are some really cool innovative stuff in accessibility with Forza. Like they were saying that like on the headphones it would beep on different sides depending on how close you were to the side of the road, and that's super cool.
That's awesome. They did a pretty good job with that.
That is
hands down.
Cool. All right. Let's see. So we got best performance.
Oh, I got
wow. Ben Star, Final Fantasy.
I got
Iris
my
Elba.
pick on this.
Can we get through this?
Let me go down the list. Ben Star for Final Fantasy. Cameron.
Iris Elba.
For Star Wars Jedi Survivor. Idris Elba for Cyberpunk 2077. Melanie for Alan Wake 2. Neil for Baldur's Gate 3. Yuri for Spider-Man 2. Hold on, who did he play?
Neil's gotta be
I'd say Iris
Yuri is
Elba.
Spider-Man. He's Peter.
Just because he's the only big movie star actor. Like,
that doesn't mean you have the best
Dear
performance.
Lord, no, it doesn't mean that. I will give it to Melanie Liebert all the way. Melanie has done an awesome job in Alan Wake 2.
Newborn. As good as she's in Alan Wake 2, I'm gonna go I'm sorry, but Asterion in Baldur's Gate 3 is phenomenal.
He steals the show in the game. Like
he does.
Every time he's talking, he's just interesting.
He's great.
He gets you.
So what character does he play?
Iris Elba was great.
He's the rogue. He's the vampire rogue.
Asterion, I think the guy with the white hair. Asterion.
The vampire. You mean?
Hold on, wait. Now is he a character you use or is he somebody you?
Yeah, you can play as him.
Yeah. But
he steals the show. He's funny too. He's hilarious in the game.
I want to give this one to Yuri. Like the guy has put so much work into it, and there's a point. I almost every time I see Spider-Man now, I hear his voice for some reason. Like he just sounds like Spider-Man. You could tell like this is a performance he really does care about. So mine goes to that.
You mean
I'm gonna go with F-Cat and make it easy. I'm going with Idris Elba. Not that I even heard him.
You're okay, but
at least go with a guy.
Have you not heard of him? You saw Suicide Squad, right?
No. I said that I haven't heard him besides the commercial.
But see, here's the problem I have with this is that you're basically giving it to him because you know who he is. Because if he's a mainstream actor.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
I give it. I'm on the basis like who made me feel like they got sunk into the role.
So my problem with Spider-Man is he did a great job, but I don't have any connection to Spider-Man. I don't.
How do you not have a connection with him after playing through Spider-Man 2018?
No, he just was Spider-Man. I mean, I feel like
he's a basic white dude.
But isn't that the job to be Spider-Man?
I know, but I feel like he didn't do anything special. But I feel like I can swap him out with anybody. I don't know. I just feel like Spider-Man is a generic character to me. Like he's Spider-Man.
I'm sorry, Cowboy. Me and you might have to disagree on this one, man.
That's all good. I mean, I know. Listen, I gave the game a 10 out of 10, but it's just Spider-Man.
Not enough. 20 out of 10.
And he ain't do nothing like. I don't know.
Miles was better in the game, in my opinion. I love Miles. So was that sounds over there.
I could see it if this was the first game. The first game, he did a really good performance, especially towards the end of the first game. But
I just
that's
think he
the
did
better
status
actor.
quo.
I just think He's
got the better voice. Everything.
I think he's got the. I think Yuri's just a better voice actor than the rest of these guys. I mean, I haven't played through Jedi Survivor, so I can't tell you about the Star Wars guy.
Right.
I don't know who the fuck this Neil Newborn's playing. If he's playing the vampire dude, okay, he was cool, but I'd rather have the chick from
Look up best Asterion moments.
Well, I'd rather have the gal who played Karlak, the fucking Hellspawn, the demon chick.
Asterion.
Cameron Monaghan was pretty good too.
That or Shadowheart's voice actor, because they both did a great job.
Nah.
The guy from Jedi Survivor does really good too. It doesn't really.
No, I'm not saying he's not bad. I'm not saying he's bad. It's just like I just never, seen his performance yet.
Well,
I think Yuri's the best.
Actually, best voice actor should go to frickin' Zavala. Frickin' Zavala.
You know what though? If they wanted to make this list harder,
next.
year.
If they wanted to make this list easier to decide, then they should just have Troy Baker in there. They should have just had Troy Baker.
Come on.
Anyways, so we got best audio design: Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4. You know what's funny? I thought everybody was. Oh wait, this is best audio design. Okay, it's not best music. All right. So audio design, recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design.
Yeah, you remember that from last year?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh, I don't know why Call of Duty's on here.
Dead Space is really good.
Yeah, thank you, FK. I had to stop myself. You remember that. I looked real stupid. I had to back up. Man, I'm going to go with Dead Space. I played and beat it, and, it's being eerie. Now, I didn't play Alan Wake. I did play Resident Evil. Resident Evil is too action for me. But because when it's getting creepy and campy, then you just shoot in and stuff like that. But Dead Space, same difference, but I feel Dead Space had a more like eerie feeling to it.
I think that's what puts it over, because Spider-Man has really good audio design, because when you're going to different locations, you can hear the different sounds of the people and the music playing and stuff, and it feels like New York.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
But it's not creepy. It's not creepy like.
I didn't notice a difference. Everywhere I went in Spider-Man, I felt it was the same thing.
I would have
given
it
put me in one spot the whole game. I wouldn't know.
Didn't you speaking Spanish to you? Hey, papi. Like, yes.
Didn't y'all play Alan Wake 2? I mean, just the sound, the effect in that game, the tension you have in that game is crazy.
Not played it yet.
Oh my God!
I would say
seriously.
it's probably going to go between Alan Wake 2 or Hi-Fi Rush.
I think it's got a Hi-Fi Rush.
Alan Wake 2's like level design is impeccable. Like the sound effects for the rain. Like if you're in a building, you can hear the rain on the rooftop. It's wonderful. Hi-Fi Rush to me is more kind of creative in the aspect where it's timing up the music, everything's on beat. It
was terrible.
It's really well done, and I think it's between those two.
No, honestly, listen, I know I didn't get to play the 9 Inch Nails and all that. No, man, Hi-Fi Rush. I was like, dude, I don't even feel like the music is like lining up. I don't know. I had as far as music wise, that was.
You were also playing on cloud, probably, right?
I was playing on cloud. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably why it didn't line up.
Maybe. I don't know. But I am going to go with Dead Space. It was a cool, eerie feeling. The sound, like, really pulled me into that game. I will say. And I'm not a sound guy, so that's another thing. I never, like, even when I do my own ratings review, I don't give sound credit. I feel like games don't do a greater job as they used to back in the day with sound. Like, I feel like I don't like music like I used to. I remember going crazy for Soul Calibur's intro music. Like, oh my God, I would sing that. I would play it. I remember Final Fantasy VII, the original music. But nowadays, I'm like, I will say this.
This isn't necessarily the music. This is like the sound effect.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
But even, I feel like I said, Resident Evil / action adventure horror game, but you're never really in it. Like, you're not in that. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I can't. I gotta just,
Next.
All right, now this is probably the other one, FCAT. Best score in music. So
Zelda.
Final Fantasy 16 or Zelda.
So Final Fantasy 16 Zelda, Hi-Fi Rush, Baldur's Gate 3, Alan Wake. I will say this. Well, I wasn't crazy over Final Fantasy as much as some people was. Excuse me. But I will say when they had the throwback music, because I think one of the best scores ever for me in video games is Final Fantasy 7. I still could never get some of that music out of my head. And this stole some of that. Baldur's Gate, when I played it, I don't think I've really, again, isn't, it didn't really ring with me. I know Hi-Fi Rush, I was missing out on the actual music because I played on streamer mode. Zelda I didn't play it yet, and Alan Wake I didn't play it. And crazy, I will say this: I think Alan Wake, honestly, they dropped the ball because they didn't make Alan Wake 1 that compelling to me. Like I never had interest in it, and I feel like it became like a campy game. Like, oh, certain people like played it, but it never broke out of that game where everybody, like, you ask almost anybody that was, oh yeah, if you didn't play it, you knew somebody that played it. I don't remember who I know who played part 1, but it never got that buzz. And I feel like buzz is a very important thing to gaming.
This and that's the thing though. When we sit down and we talk Alan Wake 2, I mean, I'm one of them that played Alan Wake 1. I was one of them, played it, and to be honest, I wasn't really like into it as much. Beat it, of course, but when I sit down and play Alan Wake 2, I'm gonna tell you this much, and I said it before in the XBI podcast.
Mhm.
For me, that game, it feels like I'm inside Hannibal Lecter's world. That's how
Whoa.
crazy tense that game is.
All right, hold up. I promise you, I will make this.
Design does help with that.
Hold on, I promise you, I will make this my next GameFly game. I was just saying yesterday when I was talking to my
right.
neighbor, and we were talking about movies. Hannibal Lecter is Anthony Hopkins is my favorite actor.
Mine too.
I was just saying, like, my favorite movie series is Silence of the Lamb, and so you describe it like that, it gets on my radar. So that's what I need to hear.
Did you did you see Hannibal TV series?
Yes, I did. I seen
both. Okay, did you when the cop does the profiling and stuff like that?
Yeah.
That's you do the same thing in Alan Wake 2. That's what I'm telling you. You feel that tension in there when you play that game.
It's a lot of puzzling.
Crazy.
Finding.
Crazy. I gotta check you. Did you see? Now are you talking about the first Hannibal series? Remember they had 2 seasons. But did you watch Clarice?
No, I have not seen Clarice. I gotta watch it. How's Clarice? How's Clarice?
It's pretty good, and it's another like thinkers. You know how Silence of the Lamb is. It's
of course. Makes you think.
So you got. I only just seen it this year, so trust me, I'm late on it. But you gotta check it out. I seen it finally, and I was happy I seen it. So.
Hey, Cowboy. I just wanted to warn you about Alan Wake 2. If you play it, there is a lot of like solving the crime, and you have to actually take the little puzzles and then put them in the right spot. Exactly. So I don't know how well you'll like that because I know you're very action oriented, and it's literally like 15 minutes of setting up like how to.
Yeah, here's my thing. I was big into Resident Evil 1, 2, 3. Obviously, those was survival horror. Those was puzzle heavy. Part 4 came out and changed all of that. So I could go back into my Resident Evil days. The original Resident Evil days. I just never. I need something to really, like he said. He's describing it as if it would give me that setting. Like, you remember Resident Evil 1?
Oh, it has that creepy vibe for sure.
It does. I'm telling you.
I'm just saying that I know Rubik's tried playing it, and he can't get through Alan Wake 2 because every single time he gets to an action part, it then goes to where case board where
here's the thing. If a game does it right, I don't mind. Trust me. I used to love puzzles. I remember when me and Purple first met, and she told me she liked puzzles, and I got her into that game called The Gardens Between on Stadia. And I love it's puzzles. Puzzle. Yeah. I love puzzles. Like, matter of fact, it's the game. Oh, let me tell you guys. It's the game I'm playing right now on my phone, where I just sit in the bed because my wife is playing it first. And it's called Ball Sort Puzzle. Literally, that's why I just play all day. So I don't mind, but the game has to add. You can't just have a random game and add puzzles. Like, I gotta feel like the puzzles I'm doing, it's a feel for the game. So yeah, so that's probably why I'm just not into that many games with puzzles now. I feel like they don't do it like they used to. Do it right. But Alan Wake,
a lot of they do. It has some of those puzzles, those Resident Evil style puzzles, where there's a it'll have a little hint, and then you have to go solve it. But there's also those caseboard puzzles where a lot of it is just you read the note, and then you have to figure out where the note should be on the caseboard.
Sounds like something I would like to play. My wife used to love. Again, like I said, we was Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, the originals. My wife used to love puzzles. I would be like, "Yo, I need your help. Come here." So that's cool, man. That is cool. That actually get me a little excited for that. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, I'm just warning you because
let's see what's next.
But yeah, music. For me personally, I put Final Fantasy. Move on. All right, so best art direction. So we got Alan Wake,
Zelda. There you go.
Hi-Fi Rush, Liza P, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, The Legend of Zelda. Wow.
Actually, Mario's Wonder. I think that looks really cool. Their direction reminds me of an updated Mario 3, which is like the best Mario ever. So.
You know what's crazy?
Mario is best art direction.
Vote for Alan Wake there. Alan Wake all the way.
I would pick Zelda, but I could easily see Alan Wake 2 or even Hi-Fi. Oh, actually, or Liza P win.
What's crazy is I'm gonna give this to Hi-Fi Rush. One thing I will say, man, it felt like a cartoon come to life. Like it was flawless as far as the animation. Like it was like playing a cartoon.
You were playing a cartoon, yeah.
Yeah, it really did that well, like extremely well. So I'm gonna give from my vote. I'm gonna give it to Hi-Fi Rush for best art direction. What about you, Lion?
I'm gonna go with Mario Wonder. It reminds me of Mario 3, like an updated version, and I love Mario 3. It's my favorite Mario I ever played, and I think that's a kind of like a callback to that.
Yeah, my favorite Mario was Part 2.
Oh, I like that one too, but it wasn't as good as 3. 3 was like, I don't know. It's just such a classic for Mario.
My thing with 3 was it felt like it was just Part 1, but updated. Part 2 felt like it was a different game. Each had different characters. They all had different abilities. That was different from everybody. That's why I like Part 2. But all right. Any of you guys else
fly on
anything?
3? Come on, you can fly.
I voted for Zelda just because like the art style in Zelda games is always fucking great.
I don't think Zelda's gonna win it just because it's so similar to the original, like Breath of the Wild.
But if the original won best art, then wouldn't it make sense then?
To me, the only
no, because if it doesn't change much.
To me,
it's the same reason why Spider-Man 2 ain't here.
The only Mario to me that really was groundbreaking or changed everything forever was Mario 64.
I knew you was gonna say that. I agree though. Mario 64, man, that changed the game. It was like, whoa. Yeah, that was cool. All right, let me go to the next. All right, guys, we got best narrative. So we got Alan Wake has been on this thing. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy 16, Marvel Spider-Man 2. Says the best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in the game. Wow.
Here's a better question. Best console war narrative.
No, because then Starfield would have been there.
Yeah, I was about to know. Why would it be best console war narrative? Because there's no Xbox exclusive.
I mean, there's like 1, 2, 3 games that on console you can only play on PlayStation. Oops.
Yeah. You know what? I would say Final Fantasy, but it got too drawn out. The story was good, but sometimes you was like, "Can I just get back to the story, please?" So
it got kind of crazy at the end of Final Fantasy. I probably wouldn't say.
I voted for Baldur's Gate 3 because I think story-wise it was very solid. Not perfect, but very solid. And honestly, I liked it quite a bit. Kind of why I want to replay it again because I want to see like how the outcome is different. If you want like with a,
it's not that much of a different outcome.
Actually, there's vast difference. Like there's one where you can control the brain.
There's like three main.
No spoilers.
Yeah, right, like that, guys.
There's like
there's a game coming out.
That game's gonna take forever to get beaten. It's not like a game.
This one should have went to 14.
I beat it in the first month.
Yeah, but we have stuff to do. Like nah.
I think it's between Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3.
What's up?
Let me ask Crazy this. Crazy. Did you beat Alan Wake 2?
I haven't, man, but I'm telling you, I'm in chapter, I think 3 or 4. But either way, we'll go Alan Wake. I'm telling you,
Yeah, because
you gotta play that game.
What what I wanted to ask you is, from your time with Alan Wake, how would you rate it for best? Like, how is it at storytelling?
It's freaking I don't even like I told you. I feel like I'm in a Hannibal Lecter game. I mean, is there more to say after that? I mean, after you see Hannibal Lecter, you seen Hannibal, you seen Silence of the Lambs. I mean, after you best movie of all time, one of the best horror movies of all time.
Yeah, man.
And man, that game, I feel like I'm in that type of sort of like just the scenario,
real
the
quick.
scenes. Oh my god!
Real quick, somebody told me I had to, but let me ask you: do I have to play part 1?
Here's the thing though. For me, there's like a little titsy bits that I'm kind of lost to, but either way, I would just sit there and like read through it because I remember I did play it, I remember I did beat it, but I just kind of forgot because that was such a long time ago. But if you want to play it, you go ahead and play it. But me, I would just go out there and just read just to catch up and see what's going on. But I'm telling you, this game by itself is just freaking straight on to point.
Cowboy, I say play it just because if you like 2 and then you're gonna man, I should have played 1 too.
Nah, because 1 never sucked me in, man. I feel like I watch trailers, I pay attention to games that come out, and one thing I always tell you guys, I need these games to make 2 things happen. Show me a trailer that I'm like, I have to play, or have one of my friends say something I'm like, I have to play it. Alan Wake 1 didn't do either, so I don't think I could go
Cowboy, go play Tears of the Kingdom.
Either way though,
that garbage. No.
It's not a long game, so you can go ahead and go through it. It's actually not a long game. It's actually Alan Wake 1.
It's free on PlayStation. I think it is free now. It was free, something like that on PlayStation.
Yeah, somebody just told me, Lion, it might have been you. One of you guys wrote in the chat recently and said it didn't age well. But anyways, let's get through this one. Man, this is hard.
Spider-Man, man, all the way.
Dude, Alan Wake, man, vote for Alan Wake.
He doesn't play it. He doesn't know it.
I'm gonna have to say Spider-Man because I will say the story was phenomenal. It was only a 17-hour game, so it didn't drag it out. Like I would want to say Final Fantasy. Story was great, but it really did drag it out. And you was just kind of like, bro.
You see the after credit scene after you beat Spider-Man? There's like 2 scenes.
There are scenes, yeah. But
you saw those 2 after the game ends?
Yes, on them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do with that. I don't know if it's gonna be part of the DLC or a new game.
I'm gonna go with Spider-Man just because I'm not gonna say it, but the Venom stuff they added with Peter and stuff that was great.
Cowboy,
Anti-Venom, Venom, and Scream and
Cowboy,
Carnage.
You're coming off more as a PlayStation guy than I am right now. What the hell, man?
I found a lot of like
kind of
plot holes with the story.
I'm gonna give my thoughts. And obviously I'm gonna vote for games I never played because I believe buzz is a big part of gaming. Buzz is a game you could never play a game, but you would be like, oh, I remember when that game came out, and they'd be like, oh, you played it? No, I didn't play it, but buzz is a thing. Like buzz is a living thing that
Baldur's Gate had the biggest buzz.
What'd you say?
And Baldur's Gate had the biggest buzz this year.
It really, yeah, it definitely. Listen, Maker. I want to tell you guys so bad.
It's like Elden Ring with last year.
It had a crazy. It had other studios.
It's the hardcore gamers game.
Well, that's the thing, though. Yeah, I agree with you. It's a hardcore gamers game, and that for me knocks it down a little bit because if you make a game that everybody can't, the reason why, that everybody can't get into, like. This is why I keep saying I don't think Armored Core is going to do as great as Elden Ring when people bring up Armored Core. One, Armored Core, you got a lot of flying. Some people are going to be like, what? Some people looking up and down and flying, they're going to instantly be like, I can't do that. Elden Ring felt so simple that I was this close to buying it. I was like, dude, I think I want to buy this game. So I feel like Elden Ring made it easy enough for you to jump in and feel like, oh, I could actually play this. Now how far you got in it. But it got a lot of rogue and demon soul people to buy the game because it felt like it was welcoming everybody. So I feel like Baldur's Gate does not do that at all. Like you played it like, what the? Like, bro, I was so lost, and call me stupid if you want, but I was like, and I tried.
Okay, Cowboy. I know it's hard to think and play at the same time, but so just smashing 2 buttons. Like, hey, I'm strong. Hey, Cowboy, have you played Zone of the Enders by any chance?
Some of the what?
Zone of the Enders.
Yeah, yep. I
The,
played Zone Renders. Yep.
if Armored Core would have a story like that, I think that would have put it over the edge. I think like
Yeah, man.
From Software relies too
Yep.
much just on the gameplay aspect,
Yep.
but sometimes a game like that can get a little monotonous, just having like
I
that
agree.
extra push to like really engage
And
with the
see,
game.
that's why I gave it best action game, because all you're doing is action in Armored Core. Like, it's very little
Let's
story. All right, let's go on. Sorry,
let's
sorry,
go
FK. Let's
on.
move on. Let's move
Yeah, it's
on.
a story, but it's definitely not the.
We'll go into 6-hour stream with the topic.
All right, guys. Best game direction. So this is awarded for
BG3.
outstanding creative vision
Zelda.
and innovation in game direction and design. So Alan
Spider-Man
Wake
2.
2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Brothers, The Legend of Zelda. This could be Game of the Year category right here.
Spider-Man 2.
Baldur's
The
Gate.
traversal, flying, woo.
Zelda and Alan Wake 2. It's between those two. I
No,
just
it's
think
not.
they did
It's
something
between
creative.
Baldur's Gate and Zelda.
To me, Baldur's Gate didn't really do anything creative vision wise. That's like.
Are you
over
kidding?
the top.
I have to
What?
agree with him.
Yeah, because
Mario
it's
is
about game
creative.
direction and design. It's about design of the game. Like
What?
it's
They really-
effectively a more cinematic Divinity Original Sin 2, but in D&D combat.
I will say this.
That's literally
The
Baldur's
reason why
Gate
I'm
3.
gonna say again, I can't say Alan Wake, but I promise you it will be next on my GameFly list. But the reason why I'll say Spider-Man 2 is because after playing Spider-Man 2 with the added speed and the flying, I couldn't go back to the other Spider-Man. I literally would be like, no, I don't want to play that. I would always jump in the air and be thinking, where's my wings? Again, they stole that from Prototype. They came out so long ago, which is my favorite game of the year.
But that's
Spider-Man has
part-
wings in the comics for like
that's been something
years.
part of its chronology for a long time.
Yeah, but when did they put it in the game?
It doesn't matter. You
Spider-Man
said that
2.
they just didn't copy that.
It doesn't matter when they put it
It
in.
doesn't because
Okay, listen. Do
yeah,
me this favor and go
you
play
could
Prototype.
you could make a
and jump in the
case
air and
that
look it up.
Prototype.
Go-
You could
go
make a
play
case that Prototype
Prototype.
copied that from the comics of Spider-Man.
Listen,
Yeah.
go play Prototype and jump in it. I'm talking about video game, not reading a book. Go play Prototype, jump in the air. You be like, yo, they stole this from Spider-Man. I'm like, oh no, this came out in when? Oh yeah, okay. That's all I'm saying.
I have to say, Alan Wake 2 has like one of the coolest transitions I've ever played in a game. I love like because like you have this like book when you're playing as Alan Wake, and you can change to like story.
No spoilers.
Yeah, this is just a mechanic that you'll get fairly early in the game when you start playing as him.
Okay.
And when you align something with it, the lights will flicker and then it changes the room. Like it's just such a cool moment because like you're looking at one area 1 second and then it changes the next. And I love that. It's very similar to like the portals in Ratchet and Clank. It's such a unique mechanic that makes it really cool. And Zelda with the building structure is just so creative. I love being able to create my own flying machine and use it to traverse the area. There's some there was a boss that dropped a bunch of sludge on the ground, and I made a little robot that would clean up the sludge for me while I'm fighting the boss. And that creativity is what I think that kind of.
You just bored me with that. Like I was like, I got the first Zelda. What's it called? The one before this, Breath of the Wild. Yeah. I'm like, man, I can't wait to get into this. And you gotta be building stuff. I'm like, nah, man.
to me,
I was like, nah.
To me, Breath of the Wild is an 8 out of 10. To me, Tears of the Kingdom was a 9.5 for me. It was fantastic. One of my favorite Zeldas I've played.
You know what's crazy though? The reason why I'll definitely say Spider-Man, and I'll leave it alone, is I know how many people say, yo, did you fast travel? I'm like, I didn't know that was a thing in the game. Why would I fast travel? Bro, I want to fly and swing everywhere.
I fast traveled.
Dude, you didn't have to. You could just swing and go through the air tunnels. Man, I barely did any of the fast traveling. It was so much fun.
I didn't know it was a thing. Like I didn't pay attention to it. I just went about.
You get from point A to point B really quick, and cool. The swinging was like that. Those type of mechanics, like Forspoken, had like
fast travel in a Spider-Man game. It's like fast travel in a Mario game.
Wait. He said Forspoken. Let the man speak. What'd you say, Lion?
Forspoken had that the way you travel in Forspoken, the parkour. That was a lot of fun. And then on this game, swinging and doing the jumping and doing the flying, all the different combos you can do in the air. It was just a lot of fun just to do that. Just travel around New York City, seeing places that you somewhat recognize. Yeah, it was dope. It was a really cool
Yeah,
mechanic.
Forspoken should be in a lot of these categories.
Yeah, well, you know, that ain't gonna happen. So I'm going with Spider-Man. But guys, let's check on the poll. So the poll says which game should be Game of the Year? Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, or Zelda? We got 14% for Alan Wake 2, 24% for Baldur's Gate 3, 33% for Spider-Man 2, and 29% for Zelda. Wow, look at that. All right.
Y'all wrong, but I guess that's okay.
All right,
to be
guys,
wrong.
we are here.
Last but not least,
Hey, hold up. There was no shooter.
I
Yeah.
told y'all.
Because there wasn't enough shooters this year.
Oh, maybe you're right.
Yeah, there
Maybe they've
was.
just been
Call of Duty.
There's Immortals of Avium,
Everyone's
which is
baby.
like the best freaking shooter this year.
Okay, let me
What is Quantum Error
let
there?
me specify. Good shooters.
Yeah, there you go. I wouldn't even look at that.
Starfield.
All right, so, guys,
Yeah, there was Starfield. There was freaking
we are at Game of the Year. So you ready?
Redfall.
Oh, well, you're your boy.
Oh, wait.
Game of the Year.
All
I think
right,
we
guys,
should.
this
I
is-
think we should go down panelist by panelist and give our.
Yeah, I think, yeah. And so everybody's going to have their own time to say why. What's going on, Geek to Sneak? Want to look at the people in the chat before we move on. Cubini said, obviously the amount of games that didn't make the list just shows how good of the game, how good of the year it was. That's cool. Based on what it says on description. All right, so who want to jump in there first, man?
Are we
Come
gonna
on,
go?
Maker. Go ahead,
take-
Maker.
We're gonna
Yeah, so
BG3 or
let's-
Zelda? But my personal pick is Zelda.
Yeah, well, hold up. What I want to say is give your personal opinion on which one you choose.
Like, if
and
you
why
were the
you
one
wouldn't-
deciding this, tell us
listen,
which one you're picking.
Listen, choose the one you think should win, but also tell us why the others shouldn't win. You know, so
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
yeah. So go ahead, make your
Okay, so realistically, I think Baldur's Gate is probably going to win it. And while it is my second pick, it is probably my second favorite game this year. Zelda beats it out. To me, it was a much more unique of an experience because I was actively creating these objects to help me in battle. I was making these decisions that ultimately affected my entire gameplay. Whereas to me, Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, I played D&D 5e. To me, it loses a little bit of the aspect of playing tabletop with your friends. It just didn't land as solid as regular D&D is for me, and maybe that took away from it. That, and I feel like your choices really didn't make a huge difference towards the end. So that's why.
Okay, so you don't want to go down the list on the other ones? That's it?
Oh, I'm currently playing through Alan Wake 2. I haven't finished it yet, so I can't ultimately say how well I like it. But it's up there with Spider-Man 2 for me. Both beautiful visuals and really awesome gameplay for both. Resident Evil 4, I personally think shouldn't even be on the list because I don't think remake should be in the Game of the Year discussion. At least not close remakes. I could see an argument for something like Final Fantasy VII where it changes the story. And I didn't play Super Mario Wonder.
Okay. Good stuff, man. Thank you very much. Let's keep it going. Who wants to jump in there next, man?
Go ahead, FCAT.
Oh Lord, y'all gonna put me on the spot.
Let's do it, FCAT. Let's do it,
Jesus.
FCAT.
Volunteering people here, Cowboy. Let's go.
Resident Evil 4 should not be there in my opinion. Because it's a remake of Resident Evil 4. I mean, you've already done freaking played that game. Mario, you done played that 100 years ago. Zelda, same thing as last game. Spider-Man 2, same thing as last game. So it'd probably be a tie between Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3.
Bro, you
More than
can't
likely
say-
Baldur's Gate 3.
All right, thank you. All right. I was about to flip a table over. All right. Cool. Thank you very much. That was pretty well said.
Just because you're gonna have sex with everybody.
Okay, fair enough. Listen, it counts. It counts. Man, so we heard from FCAT and we heard from Maker. So we got Crazy, we got Lion, TPG.
TPG, go ahead, man.
Okay. This is really hard for me because first off, some of these games I haven't played.
Okay.
For me personally, it comes down to Spider-Man and Baldur's Gate, and Tears of the Kingdom. Mostly just from reputation alone. If I'm picking between those three, I'm going Baldur's Gate 3. And the reason is because I don't get into RPGs very easily. It's very hard for me to, enjoy something that takes hours and hours to really get into. But with Baldur's Gate, I was sitting there and looking through every little stat. I was sitting there looking through every character. I was worrying about my build and everything. It was like the definition of an immersive RPG for me. Spider-Man 2 is a great game, but the problem is it's too much like the similar one. And I feel like they rushed a lot of the story. They could have spent a little bit more time on it. Tears of the Kingdom looks fun, but it's also one of those games you have to be pretty creative with. So, not really up my alley. I'm not a very creative person, ironically enough. Haven't played Alan Wake 2. Not really into those, horror type games. I don't like being scared unless it's Chucky or Jason Voorhees. Resident Evil 4 should not be up here. I don't care if it's a really good remake. A remake should not be up there. If I were to,
Agreed.
if I were to replace it with anything, it would probably been some other good game. I don't know. I don't know every game in the world.
Starfield.
Super Mario Wonder. I do not like Mario games. I think they are the most generic that they can get. And I know some people don't like that, but too damn bad, it's my opinion. Mario games are safe. They're for kids. They're for autistic man children who basically have no social skills, so that's why they jump on mushrooms. That's my take. My vote's Baldur's Gate 3.
Okay, man, that was very well put together and slashed some people's throats. All right, so either Lion or Crazy, man. You guys both got big energy.
Oh, you,
We got that BDE.
you need Lion. Go ahead first because me, man, I got a little bit to say, but go for it, Lion.
Jump in there, Lion.
It's all good, I was gonna jump anyways. I was getting ready for this. Nah, so actually, these are probably the best of the best that came out this year. There was a lot of great games that came out, but I don't think there's anything better than what's on this list. Like I play quite a few other games that came out. Something like Zelda. I'm not a big Zelda fan, but I can definitely see the appeal. How creative they got with the game. I may not appreciate all those new mechanics of having to build stuff because I think it distracts from the core gameplay of like just getting through the different bosses. But I can see why it's there now. Why doesn't it? Why can't it win? Because someone like myself, after playing Breath of the Wild, it's just too much like Breath of the Wild. I can see the quirks that Breath of the Wilds have that is gonna annoy me. I wouldn't want that game to win. Mario Wonder, as much as it brings me nostalgia as for Mario 3, I don't think it's as TPG says too safe of a game. I don't think they pushed it enough to be a game of the year. Resident Evil 4, not a Resident Evil fan, but it's the first Resident Evil game that I saw. I was, you know what? I kind of want to play this. I'm almost tempted to play it. Since it's a remake, we're not going to give it to that. Alan Wake 2, I haven't played it. I haven't beat the first one yet. I think if I had played it, I think that probably would be my game of the year. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very close there. So then you have Spider-Man 2 and Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 surprised me because I don't play classic RPG games. This is not my type of game that I play. I tried it out and I was blown. Like, this game is amazing. Like, I'm doing all these different strategies, all this stuff that I couldn't think I could do in any game. I'm doing it on Baldur's Gate. So that's told the show for me. I still playing the game little by little because it takes me forever to make decisions in that game. It just makes me very indecisive. Like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? So I'm gonna take like a year to beat it. And then Spider-Man 2, I thought I wasn't gonna like it as much as I like it, as I like the game. I love the traversal. It was amazing. So to me, it's between those two games. And if I'm honest, it's a hard choice, and it could go either way, just flipping a coin. I'm gonna go with Baldur's Gate 3, just because I never ever expected that game to really hook me the way it did.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wow. All right.
And I love
Crazy. Go ahead,
Spider-Man.
man.
I love Miles Morales. Yo, that's my dude. Yo, it was amazing. But it's Baldur's Gate surprised me. Like I never would have spent money on a game like that. And I loved it.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm ready to throw the fire when you want me to. Just say it.
Oh
Go ahead,
man,
crazy.
I'm like scared
Let it
right now. All
rip.
right, go.
Let it rip.
You're
Crazy,
scared?
wait, before you go, crazy. Before you go, let me check the poll. Let me check the poll.
All right, go for it. Go for it.
Oh
Go for
God!
it.
So which game should get Game of the Year out of Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, or Zelda? Alan Wake 2, 12%. Baldur's Gate 3, 21%. Spider-Man 2, 29%. And Zelda, 38%. Look at the switch up. All right, crazy.
Jeez.
Go ahead, man.
Oh man, I got a lot of heat on this
Don't get my
thing. My
stream shut
God.
down, all right?
Don't get what? Don't get what?
Don't get my stream shut down.
Oh, okay. You want me to behave? I'll behave.
Authorized your
I'll-
stream
I'll
to get
bust.
shut down. I called Mario fans autistic man children.
Yeah, you did. All right, cool.
Oh Lord.
All right, so go ahead,
Yes.
crazy.
Why'd you say that, dear Lord? I mean, it's like you calling him.
Cowboy, you just got an email saying, get that TPG guy off
And-
the fucking stream.
And don't
Go ahead,
and you
let's
can't
give-
get mad that Starfield's not up there.
All right, let's give
Can't
Crazy
get
the
mad.
floor, man. Let's give Crazy the floor.
Here's my take on this list, right? People say that I can't mention Starfield, but let me tell you something, man. Starfield should have been on the list. I'm sorry, but it should have been on the list. Same thing with Hardworks Legacy. Those
Yeah.
games, I'm sorry, they should have been on the list. Those games were impactful. Those games made good innovations. Those games came brand new and made such a good impact that it sucks that it actually did not get nominated. I'm sorry, they should have been nominated. I mean, Starfield was everywhere. I mean, you even had famous people from Hollywood everywhere wanting to play this game, but you did not put it on this list. I mean, are you crazy insane? Either way, though, okay, I understand your picks here, but Resident Evil 4 is a game that I'm sorry just shouldn't have been on there. I mean, how many times have we gotten Resident Evil remakes, remasters? I mean, this is like the 5th remake of Resident Evil 4, you know? And back in the day, I'm going to tell you something. With Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 2 should have been nominated. It was a way better game than Resident Evil 4. It was a way better game, and it should, I mean, hands down, it would kick Resident Evil 4's ass. I did play Resident Evil 4. I beat it. I'm not saying it was bad. It was good, but it just shouldn't have been on that list. I'm sorry. It just shouldn't have been on the list. It could have been or Starfield or it could have been Hogwarts Legacy. But here's the funny part, you know, the person who said no to me, for me, my number one game this year is not Starfield. For me, my number one game this year is Alan Wake 2. That's my number one. That's my number one pick. Can you believe that? That's my number one pick. Now that game deserves to be on there because I'm gonna tell you something. When you play a game,
My personal game of the year is
Hey,
Immortals
FCAT.
Eight.
Yeah, it's
Hold
Crazy's
on,
time.
let
It's
the man
Crazy's
talk,
time.
man.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know he wants to jump on me because I keep mentioning Starfield. Buddy, Starfield should have been on the list. I'm sorry, should have been on the list. Same thing with Hogwarts Legacy. Those games sold really well. Those games made an impact. Those games did really well this year, and they deserve to be on the list. Same thing with Jedi Fallen Survivor. I don't understand why they didn't put that game on there. That was a game that actually got snubbed when it came out the first time. It was Jedi Fallen Order. It was really good. You know, it should have been on there. Instead of making this a list of 6, they should have just added like 3 more, probably make it up to 10. Because this year was a year for gaming. I mean, such great titles came out that deserve to be on this list. They deserve. They well deserve to be on here. People might say, no, Starfield this, Starfield that. Hey, man, I played Starfield for 4 days. I don't know how many hours I put into it. Starfield is a game that sucked me in. I loved it. But once I sat down and played Alan Wake, I was like, nope, I'm sorry. Alan Wake for me is way more better. But either way, though, Starfield should have been on that list. Same thing with Hi-Fi Rush. I don't understand why Hi-Fi Rush isn't on this list. That was another game that came out. It was a sneak coming out, right? It came out sneaky. But, man, it was fantastic. I loved it. Freaking awesome. But it's not on here. It's not on here. I really do not understand how they get these games or who gives them these ideas. But to be honest, though, instead of making it 6, it should have been more games to be on this list. It would have been way better, and everybody would have been more happy. But no, he just had to put these games out there. But okay, good. I'm not saying that none of these other games are bad because Spider-Man 2, I know it's great. I've not played it, but I know it's great because hearing you guys talking about it, hearing you guys express yourself about it, it seems like it feels like it's a good game. Baldur's Gate 3 is not my type of game. Hearing you guys on that list 100%. Mario Wonder, my thing with Mario Wonder and Zelda, of course, they're going to be on the list because, of course, it's Zelda and Mario. Zelda, you guys talk about how you guys build and did all sorts of cool stuff in that game, and I heard people talking about it. I can imagine it's a fantastic game, but Mario Wonder, I've not heard like a lot of people talk about it. Probably it's 2 or 3 say, "Oh, it's good, it's great, okay, cool," but not as much as Zelda. But
Yeah.
again, for this list, Resident Evil 4 should just not be on there. Should have been or Starfield, or should have been Hogwarts Legacy. That's my thing. But for me, the winner is Alan Wake 2, all hands down. Because I'm telling you, I'm a big horror guy. And for me to sit down in a game that I felt that tension, I felt back in the day, Resident Evil 1, that tension, that fear that, okay, I have this much bullets. What am I going to do? I'm facing this guy. Oh, crap. I got to move. I got to do this. Oh, my God. What am I going to do? I got this big guy coming after me. Oh, Jesus. That thing, that stress that you have is something that I really missed in horror games, especially action horror games. And this one nailed it. For me, Alan Wake 2 is the Gotti. Graphics, detail, the profiling, the story, even though haven't been in it yet, but the story as to the point I'm into it, oh my God, it's just fantastic.
I was about to play you out with music, man.
I wanted to say something. I do think Hi-Fi Rush probably should be on here. I don't know about Starfield, but I do think a big problem with I guess this method is these games are decided by over 100 different critics and outlets who review games. Unfortunately, Xbox games don't get reviewed as much as PlayStation or even multi-plat games do. Like Baldur's Gate has over 140 reviews. Spider-Man has like over 150. Zelda has like over 150. And when you look at Hi-Fi Rush, it's only got like 63 reviews from critics. And then, Starfield only has 90 critic reviews. So obviously less critics are going to be playing those games. And that could be a potential why some games aren't.
But should I kind of speak like for word of mouth spreading? Like, these games, one was a stealth release and one was not exactly well received amongst a lot of people.
I mean, Hi-Fi Rush is essentially part of a service. So if those critics have Xbox Game Pass, they don't have any barrier entry on cost. Like on a game like Spider-Man, Baldur's Gate, any game on that list, you have to actually spend money. So the ability to access Hi-Fi Rush is big. So a lot of these people that decided not to play it is because the appeal wasn't there in that game. It also came out really early in the year.
You want my honest opinion on why these games aren't here? Okay, so Hi-Fi Rush, let's start with that. It was Shadow Drop. There's no physicals. That's why it's not on here. Hogwarts Legacy. It had that whole woke movement thing against the game before it came out. That's why that's not on here. Starfield.
But that's a shame, though. I mean, even though I understand, again, I understand everybody's point on Hogwarts Legacy, right? I understand it. I respect it 100%, but really, it deserves to be on here. So
Starfield, got called the game of the generation and all that jazz and all the Xbox were hyping it up, and it was just a boring game.
Starfield's not that bad. Like people exaggerate. Like I was looking forward to Starfield. However, Starfield did not live up to what I expected it to be. It's not a terrible game. It's a good game, but it's just
even Angry Joe said in his review, it doesn't get good till you get the powers.
Yeah, Cowboy needs to say his.
Before y'all get carried away on what shouldn't and shouldn't, let me just put my little 2 cents in. And if y'all want to go,
go ahead.
He's the host. We gotta listen to him.
So let me just, but I gotta do it my way. So just
go
bear
on,
with
Sheriff.
me.
Go on,
you
Sheriff.
already know how this goes. So
there you go. That's the man. That's the main man.
Thank you for your service. Maker, thank you for your service. Lion, the playbook, thank you for your service. Crazy, thank you for your service. And my man F-Cat, my guy, thank you for your service. But I got to do this my way, and let's get into it. So with that being said, guys, listen. Matter of fact, hold on. You know what? I just got to put this out there before we get started.
Man the fuck up.
Let me tell y'all something. We don't got time for little crybabies. My game didn't make the list. The game of the list show is for the biggest and baddest games that got the biggest balls, okay? So Starfield didn't make it. They have no huevos, okay? You get that? And let me tell you something. Last year was a slap in the face, okay? To all people who like Game of the Year, when they had Stray, what was that game doing on the list? Now, I felt this year, because of last year, maybe Hi-Fi Rush would make it. Because why not have a BS Kids game on the list? And you had Stray on the list last year, but you know what they didn't do? They didn't disrespect and spit in our face with Hi-Fi Rush. So, thank you. Now, you got Mario on there, a little child kids game. But I guess Mario's Mario, and they had a brand new Mario. So how could you not think Mario was going to be on there? But Mario shouldn't be on there because I don't respect Mario because Mario is for children. Now, I used to love Mario like everybody else. Like FCAT said, Mario 64, amazing. Like Lion said, Mario 3, amazing. My favorite Mario is Part 2. But let's be real. Game of the Year awards is for the games that's hard-hitting, the games that do it, the games that bring it, the games that make you feel like you just had an epic journey. You spent some of your life, and it stayed with you when that game ended. You walked away from the game, and you felt like part of my life was with that game. You're not going to get that with Mario. Now, you know what you might get with Mario? You might want part of your balls to give you another child so they could play it. But you're not going to feel like part of you was left over here with Mario. So, Mario's off the list. That wasn't real, okay? So you see Mario on this list, it wasn't real. Now, Alan Wake 2. Well, you know, Crazy says he loves it. And Crazy said this is like Hannibal Lecter. And Crazy said, well, you know what, Crazy? Where the hell was your time machine at so you could fly in the past, go meet me, and tell me that about Alan Wake 1? But wait, you played Alan Wake 1, and you didn't feel that way. So guess what? They didn't do a good enough job to make gamers like me play a game like Alan Wake 1. Because it had no buzz, and only little nerds and quirky people was playing that game. So Alan Wake 2, unfortunately, wasn't on my radar. Now, the trailer looked cool, but I was like, still didn't care about part 1. Part 2 looks cool, but it will be next on my GameFly list. Now, Resident Evil 3 was my all-time favorite Resident Evil game. But I feel Resident Evil 1 is the best. Then we had Resident Evil 4. You leave me with the feeling of Resident Evil 3. You got Jill and Carlos saving the world from creatures, the Nemesis, and you give me Resident Evil 4 where I'm doing this. You got rid of the zombies and added the Los Plagos virus. What is this? Well, one of the best experiences in gaming history in my life, if there's a top 10, top 3, top 5, was the knife fight with Krauser. Now, I don't mean a new one, but the back in the day one, and I know some people are going to say they don't like quick time events, but the ching, I remember dying on that so many times, playing it over and over. But that was then, and this is now. Resident Evil 4 Remake, notice they take off the remake, should not be on this list. It should not be on this list. It stole someone else's flame. Because honestly, Probably Hogwarts should have been on the list. Maybe even Final Fantasy 16. Maybe even Hi-Fi Rush. Dare I say, Starfield should have been on this list. It makes me mad when something like Resident Evil gets on the list and steal a spot. But you know what? It's for the best of the best. And was it a great game? It was an amazing game. I played and beat it. So maybe some people felt it still should be on the list. But I say it doesn't. Now we're going to walk down the list. Well, what we got left? We got Zelda. We got Baldur's Gate. We got Spider-Man 2. I think what might win is probably going to be Baldur's Gate 3. But the reason why I don't want it to win is you got losers and nerds like TPG that's high off that game. If his type of game wins, I don't want to play games no more. Baldur's Gate is a nerd's wet dream. I tried to like that game. I spent top dollar on that game, and I'm sorry. And I know Lion like it too, and Lion gets out. He does a little bachata, how to dance and stuff. Don't get it twisted. Lion, he's not a nerd. However, I don't give a damn what Lion likes because that game is for nerds and losers. And I tried to like it. I really did. I had the cool Stadia features where people could play and watch. People could watch me play and choose what I do in the game. But no, dude, the game is for a very small crowd. And I don't give a damn what Maker's probably saying right now because it's for geeks like you. Now, it's for a very small crowd and I get it. Other studios are like, well, don't think our game's going to be amazing like Baldur's Gate 3. They had so much time. And shut your mouth. Make a great game. But at the end of the day, Baldur's Gate 3 ain't it. And it might win because the buzz was so crazy. People was, oh my God, it's amazing, it's amazing. Half those people didn't play the game. And if they did, they didn't play the game. Because after 2 minutes trying to figure out how the hell I move, how do I stop this? Guys, it's not it. It's not winning. Not in my book. Now, brings us to Spider-Man 2 and Zelda. Well, I'll say this. I said a long time ago, Spider-Man 2 isn't going to win. You know why? Because they don't take comic book games serious. You let me know when a comic book game won Game of the Year. And honestly, you almost don't take it serious. It's like, I get it that it's a video game, but it's like this comic book and cartoon, and it was an amazing game. I gave it a 10 out of 10. I only got a few 10 out of 10 games in my small list of reviews. But I just feel like I was saying earlier, TPG, it's Spider-Man. I feel like it was great. It was epic, but it just doesn't push gaming for me. Like, it was cool to glide because they stole it from Prototype from like 19, whatever it came out, 2007, I don't know. But it just wasn't the game I feel that's going to steal 2023. It's not going to pull the rug off of your feet and make you fall and hit your back on the ground. It's not going to give you that punch, all right? Then that leaves us to Zelda. Now, why I haven't played Zelda, but I said from the beginning, I think Zelda's going to win it. When I hear the passion that comes from people like Maker when they talk about that game, when I seen the epic trailers of you hang gliding and fighting in the lava creatures and all this stuff, it just looks like it's going to start right here and you're going to go all over the world and travel up mountains and down in caves and caverns and fight this and that and get super weapons and build this thing. And Zelda, to me, why I haven't played it at all, why I'm not a Nintendo fan at all, but to me, standing back, listening to the buzz of the community, to gamers, I feel like those games on the list, if I said I'm going to play them all, I want to invest all my time into it, and I want so much out of it. Alan Wake, I'm going to play it, beat it. It's going to be a cool, creepy game. Spider-Man, I did play and beat it 17 hours, and it was a cool superhero game. I mean, Baldur's Gate 3, if I really say, you know what, okay, fine, I could play this game. I actually prefer turn-based with RPGs. I could get into it, even though it's a more dice roll game. You know, all the stuff you could do, cool. I think for me, that's more tedious. Resident Evil, played and beat it, and it's going to be same thing as Alan Wake. Cool horror game. Ha, I'm spin kicking. And Mario's going to be Mario. I feel like I don't even need to beat this game. I could just play it and not play it and play it and not play it because I'm just jumping and I could just play a phone game. But Zelda, to me, seems like a video game that's going to defy video games that's on that list. Because you have a character, you have a journey, you have a mission, you're going to save the world. I'm assuming that's what you're doing. I don't know. But it just feels like Zelda is always that larger than life mission, right? Like all these other games where you like on a mission where you feel like you remember like the 80s movies like Legend with Tom Cruise when we didn't know he was Tom Cruise. And I know a lot of you guys are young, so you don't know, never heard of it. But Legend, you're on this journey and you got to get this person, you band together. And I know you might say, well, that's Baldur's Gate. Shut your mouth. It's for nerds, all right? But like, it reminds me of those 80 movies, or we can throw the Goonies out there. You know, they wasn't fighting creatures or anything, unless you want to call it Chunk Rocky Road. But it just feels like an adventure. And you start somewhere and you go somewhere, but you need so much stuff in order to defeat the odds. That's what Zelda gives you. Because at once upon a time when I was a child, I used to play Zelda games. So for me, I just feel like Zelda should be it because it seems like a gamer's game. And if Nintendo wasn't for children, maybe I would play Zelda. But unfortunately, they don't want to pick their pants up and give us hardware that makes stuff look compelling. But with that said, guys, that's my rant. And that's my game of the year. I think Zelda should steal the show. That's who I'm picking. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'll bring you guys back on because Zelda, for me, is it. I don't see any other way to do anything else but bam, Zelda. So for that, Zelda is game of the year. And at one point, I thought I was going to change my opinion, but honestly, it still gets it. So TPG, FCAT, and Lion.
Oh man, finding somebody had to play Cowboy out. I ran it alone.
Game of the year.
Like,
Man,
whoa.
Zelda.
I'm a nerd, huh? I'm a nerd. Well, you know what? Nerds rule the fucking world, man.
Just go along with it, man. It sounds.
Hey, we run in this gaming industry. We run this gaming industry. So you know what? You can't be getting mad at nerds.
All right, well.
Well, you know what? You're a bit of a nerd because you like Zelda. Congratulations.
So
I just think, Zelda should get it. Now, FCAT, let me ask you this. Bro, if you still want to go into the other stuff, I'm cool with that. Or unless you want to
go longer?
I mean,
it is about
to be 9 o'clock. How long have we been streaming?
3 hours.
3 hours.
I appreciate you dancing bachata for the stream, Cowboy. That was nice to see.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Listen, recognize it. You know what I'm saying?
I can't do it as good as you, I'm sure.
Listen, not in your wildest dreams. Not in your wildest dream, Cowboy.
Listen, nah, bro. I know. I said I cannot do it as good as you, is what I said. But when I come to Florida, bro, we gotta go dancing. You can help me brush up.
We gotta make it happen, bro. It's gonna be a movie.
And listen, it's next year. But go ahead. So
no, listen, we're gonna make something nice. We're gonna do some stuff.
Yes, sir.
I'm a little calmed down now because I tried to lay low, but yeah, Lion be out there. Just the prowl is bad. It's just really bad.
So FCAT, what do you want to do, man? You want to save the stuff you got? Or you want to?
We can do it if you want to go longer. It's up to you.
All right. Well, how much things you got? I mean, I still want to watch wrestling tonight at some point. I'm already an hour late.
Why? It's Monday Night Raw. Judge McKay will do everything.
I guess we can.
FCAT, what you really got? You're gonna come out with some stuff. So I heard this guy in his basement said that Starfield should have like, come on, man. Like, really, Cowboy? Really,
So if you want to go longer, we gotta go into a formal
All right, well,
topic
look.
switch.
How about this? Hold up. Hold, say that again.
Formal topic switch.
4 more.
No, a formal topic switch.
Oh, I got
Yeah.
you. Got you. You know what, man? How about we just leave it there so that this could
Let's
be
leave
just
it there.
game of the year,
Ah.
game of the year show.
Cowboy's
3 hour game
out
the
of
year
energy. You see, Cowboy's older now. The man is hurt.
show. No, it's
He
not.
has a
but
broken
I'm looking at
shoulder.
the time.
He has a
Right.
broken heart. You know,
No,
he barely
look.
functions. He needs a little bit of energy
I'm
left so he
looking
can
at the time, and I'm
lay
like,
down
okay.
with his wife and watch wrestling.
he-
Watch other men
could-
do the stuff that Cowboy could never do. He has
Bro,
to watch other men greased up,
So-
do stuff that he could never do. Pick up
This is mainly what I had. I had the GTA announcement. I had
Okay.
the Mortal Kombat Fatalities are free now thing.
Okay.
I had stuff about the Portal. Call of Duty. And
Well, here's
that's
the
about it.
idea I was gonna suggest to you, Cowboy. You know how you normally have that, one podcast you just kind of do wherever the hell you talk about wherever the hell you want. Why not make this make
That's every
that
day.
podcast a part 2 to this?
Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, I was listening to all the stuff FCat was saying. I think I'm just gonna leave it here because I think this would be cool because we literally just only talked about the Game of the Year awards and we went off based off of this. I think it'd be a nice thing for somebody to watch back if they
Yeah,
add extra to it.
it
would probably
wasn't
be a little
too
extra.
big of a week in the news.
Why
Nah, I
don't you
just leave it here.
re-download your streams and like shop it? Why don't you download your streams and then chop them up like the sections and then re-uploading instead of just doing like all this new content? That
Well,
way,
you know
because
what?
you'll get
I
your.
would just honestly, I would just rather only do 2 hours because I think that's a nice size for somebody later on watching it or somebody watching it live. 2 hours, I feel like is I say 2.5 hours. I like to wrap it up when it's like an hour and 45 minutes, and then I end up adding a little bit of talking, and then we go for maybe another 20 minutes. So I think that's a sweet spot. But this was important.
How long was this one?
3 hours.
3 hours or 6 minutes.
Oh man, that's a lot. You know.
Yeah, so that's why I feel like
At your age, that's a long time, bro. Like you cannot be doing
And
that
I
stuff.
don't feel like anything FCAT said was that compelling, but I will say this though. This week has changed up a little bit. So tomorrow I will do my reality talk show. And then Wednesday is gonna be cool. I'm actually not doing We Wrestle Wednesdays, but I'm gonna do live unboxing of the PlayStation Portal. So I'm gonna stream it live. I'm gonna stream it live, me unboxing it. I'm gonna stream it live of me actually showing the whole thing. Anybody asks me questions, I'm gonna try it. And this is cool. I'm gonna stream me playing it. So I'm gonna have on the screen me and the game, but as I'm holding it in my hand. So when I go left, you're gonna see the latency of the character going left, the character going right. So I'm gonna make that a thing on Wednesday.
Spoiler Cowboy already saw a video on Twitter. A guy went
how
outside.
Why don't you say it for Wednesday, bro? Say it for Wednesday.
No, a guy. Listen. A guy went outside and connected his hotspot to it.
This guy.
Just letting you know.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Because I won't be doing that because I don't have a hotspot. But
he has good internet.
But a guy in his basement did it. A guy in his basement did it.
And then I'm gonna do We Wrestle Wednesdays on Thursday. So that's the itinerary for the rest of the week, guys. Also got some. I've been recording videos like crazy, so I gotta get to work because I got so many videos. And I already recorded that I got put out a bunch of reviews. But anyway, yeah, man, I want to leave it there. I think this was good.
It's a good show, Cowboy.
And FCAT, we can do FCAT if you want. How about tomorrow? I know it's the reality talk show, but if you want, we could cover your topics tomorrow at some point. Maybe open up the show or something, or we could wait the next week, Monday. But,
I mean, it wasn't too busy or big of news. Like it's just Call of Duty's bad. We all know that. The GTA 6 announcement or. People on Twitter.
An announcement for an announcement.
Yeah, it really was.
People on Twitter theorized that it's actually going to be a reboot of the entire GTA franchise and not 6. So
Cowboy, you need to sign the deal. Just have FK have his own show on your network. He just
I know,
records
right?
it at home, sends you the video, you upload it, put all the other stuff. Listen, you gotta give him the man. The man is being a loyal supporter. He's being a good sidekick. He's being a good
Hey,
sidekick. You know, he's
hey,
being your
hey,
Robin to
hey,
your
don't call him
Batman.
sidekick. It's my right
He's a
hand man.
sidekick. He's the Robin to your Batman.
That's
You
my
know what I'm
right hand
saying?
man. All right, look.
He's your Harley Quinn. You know what I'm saying?
So
Might as
look,
well
guys.
give me.
That's
Not
not
too
good
much
context.
going on.
Hold up, what's going on in the comments? Oh, let's see. But Lion, yeah, I did get Apple TV, Lion. So you have to tell me what some shows.
Severance for All Mankind is great if you like space stuff, like alternative
Isn't
reality
there
of going to the moon. It's a wild show. I love it. Like it's almost real. It makes you second guess yourself what's happening. But
Isn't
that's
there
a
a
great show.
Godzilla show coming to Apple TV?
That's the reason why I got it,
This
because
month,
I'm
I
a
think it's
Godzilla
coming.
fan.
Good man.
So that's the reason why I got it. Yeah, I got
Foundation.
Bro,
I love
are
Foundation.
you not TPG? Come on, bro.
Come on, man. Gotta represent the Godzilla.
See what's on my? You see what's right here, baby?
Giant ass lizard still kicking after 50 years.
Yeah.
Plus.
Foundation is good. C, if you like martial arts and like kind of like sci-fi in a way, C is decent. Invasion, if you like alien stuff, that's really good stuff too. What's the Silo? Silo is interesting.
Ryan, can you send me a list with them in order, bro? Like
I'm gonna tweet it to you. Yes, I'm gonna send
your
that over
order.
to you.
Your order. Yeah, like your
Cowboy,
top.
I got one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Have you ever watched the Chernobyl miniseries?
I did not.
You
It's on
should check it
HBO.
out.
What is that on?
HBO.
Max.
Okay. Yeah.
Cowboy hates HBO, so you know it's gonna be.
No, I just
HBO makes some damn good shows when they actually put the effort into it.
All right. Well, anyway, guys. Man, thank you guys for showing up and participating in Game of the Year. We actually did it. We got through it, and good stuff. Didn't take that long. I appreciate all you guys' input. It was cool that anybody watches back, they get to see your stuff. For anybody who don't know, like TPG, I did do this last year and the year before and whatever. So I will be doing a live Game of the Year show. So if you guys aren't doing that, and you want to jump on here, the Game of the Year Awards, December 7th, I guess it is, right? Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, December 7th. So I'll be doing that live, and join in if you guys want. But with that being said, Lion is out. I'm gonna go watch some wrestling, and
see you guys later. Till next time.
Later, Lion.
Final words. My final words will be Xbox tax.
Xbox tax. There it is. What about you? What's your final words, TPG?
Make sure to check out my video. It's about to go live in maybe like an hour, talking about my picks for Game of the Year. My picks for Game of the Year and all that stuff. I recorded right before I came on here.
Nice.
And also, if Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't win, I will freaking start spamming Cowboy saying, "Nerds failed! Nerds failed!" Kidding. Thanks for having me on, man.
Hey, man, you got an open invite, brother. You know, it's good stuff, man. Guys, make sure you watch the trailer, the outro, because I added a new one, brand new.
We both know, Cowboy, that Mortals of Avium and Forspoken should have been on Game.
Hey, man, I feel like Forspoken should at least been on Innovation, like the with the its traversal system. That should at least been on something.
It's like I said, it's like this new generation of gamers, like they don't like games that require skill.
Yeah, I mean, I just think Forspoken got caught up in the console wars. And I think Immortals of Avium, I don't know what happened to that. I mean, when I seen trailers, it looked
everybody said it was mid and generic, and
you know what? I think it should have just been third person. If it was third person, I guarantee it would have been better received. You couldn't help but just watch it and just see somebody's hands going like this, like. You don't have a gun. A gun is like, bad A. You like
no, his hands out the whole time. That's the thing. It's out.
No, I mean,
like the whole game, your hands just up.
But all right, FCat man, I will catch you in the Discord.
See you tomorrow.
All right, brother. Peace. All right, guys. Wow. So yeah, that was it, guys. Game of the Year. We did it. So we did the nominees, Elise, and thank you guys for watching. And also want to definitely give a thanks out to Devlin, aka Hot Pocket, for the 5 gifted members. Man, you guys, it's just cool, man. It's cool to do this because I do it because I love it, and it's only because I get to talk and chat with you guys. Like, the social aspect of this is cool, but when somebody do something like that, it just make me feel like, man, this is really, you know what I mean? This is this it's cool, you know. It's cool. I don't even know what to say, but it's cool. With that being said, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Remember, this video was epic, because when you're watching it back, it's gonna be a video for one reason and one reason only. Cause I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And with that being said, and now your mama knows. All right, I'm getting out of here. But seriously, now your mama knows.
I'll make you famous.
Because I'm a cowboy. Oh man. And now your mama knows. Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.